Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, Singler Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Signature, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Real Cast Media.
2 hours northeast of Saskatoon, the wonderful community of Tisdale, Saskatchewan. It's a cool, crisp January afternoon as we welcome you in for Draw 3 of the 2024 Viterra Scotties. In the morning draw, 9 a.m., Draw 2, it was an exciting extra ends victory for Amber Holland over Penny Barker, 7-6. Robin Silvernagel bounced back after a loss last night to pick up a win. Nancy Martin got her second, and Skylar Ackerman picked up a second win over Mandy Seltzer, 7-4 in our featured game this morning, setting up the standings in Pool A and Pool B. Remember, the top two teams from each pool will advance to the Page playoff coming up on the weekend. Nancy Martin and Skylar Ackerman both sit atop the pools at perfect 2-0 records. Today, Amber Holland brings her 1-0 record after the extra ends victory earlier this morning against Nancy Martin, who is 2-0 and one of the absolute top teams in the province. Should be a good one this afternoon as we say good afternoon and welcome. Darren DuPont alongside Kim Hudson, Sean Joyce, Susan Lang will be alongside with coverage across all four sheets. This should be a good one, Kim.
Yeah, there's no doubt. This is one I've been looking forward to as well. It'll be fun to watch.
Should be a lot of fun to watch. Across the other four sheets, or the other three sheets this afternoon, over on sheet 1, Sherilee Orstad and Sherry Anderson battle. They're both 0-1. Critical game because, as we've talked about, you don't want to go to 2 losses this early in the event. So they're getting set and just underway over on sheet number 1. On sheet 2, Michelle Englot and her rink out of the Highland Curling Club, 0-1 after a loss last night, will take on Jessica Mitchell from the Nutana Club, who are 1-0. And on sheet number 4, Skylar Ackerman, 2-0 after the win on our featured game this morning, will take on Jana Tisdale of the Highland Club. Tisdale is 0-1.
Yeah, you mentioned you don't want to go to 0-2 too early. Heck, you don't want to go 0-2 at any time.
No, I can't imagine.
Because you just don't know. It might not make playoffs.
All right, as they get set to throw the first stones, let's meet the teams for our featured game.
I'm Skip Nancy Martin. Third is Lindsay Birch. Second is Maddie Kleider. Lead is Kristen Karwacki, and we curl out of the Martinsville Curling Club in Martinsville, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Skip Amber Holland. Our third is Kim Schneider. Our second is Jill Springer. Our lead is Deb Lazinski, and we curl out of the Chrono Curling Club in Chrono.
So Nancy Martin, they have the hammer here in 1. They're throwing the yellow stones. So Amber Holland's rink will get things started. Deb Lazinski is the lead.
So what you have here is you have 2 veteran skips. I'm expecting to see some great calls. The game's going to be called well, so it's going to come down to execution.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about the first shot because you got the 2 veteran teams, the veteran skips, and here to start things off in the first end. They've already talked about it. They know what they're playing, so they don't point to where they want this rock. So she's going to get 4 points for that no matter where it ends up. Because we don't know whether they called for a guard or in the rings.
Well, we had our eyes on the game this morning, the Holland game, as we were, not our featured game, but we checked it a little bit. Exciting game. We picked up the extra end. Not an easy game against Penny Barker, who had a really good game last night against Sherry Anderson. But for Amber Holland, after we've talked about, and she's mentioned a tough 2023 provincials, losing out in the C draw. After doing, a lot better the year before in 2022. I think she finished 3rd that year.
Yeah.
Good to get a bounce back and start off with a win.
Oh, for sure. Not an easy win, but a win, and also a win against a tough team, one of the contenders. So.
Hi, Joe.
chance here, though, for
Hi,
Amber
Jill.
Holland.
Right to
That
it.
stone biting so they can hit it,
Okay.
but she can stay in the free guard zone off this. Not able to do that, though.
Yeah, good throw.
That could have put some pressure on
Kiss
here already the first.
He's just
I
jinxing everything.
I keep jinxing them. Yeah. Don't. No, I told you. Nobody tell them who did it.
Yeah.
They keep looking up here. We missed that the wrong way. Figure out which announcer jinxed us.
Yes.
It's always Sean.
I could be somewhere else and you'd still blame me.
True. Because it's just always your fault.
Kristen Karwakis throws lead stones for Team Martin. Her final stone of the first end.
Okay, good throw. 9-8. I gave her extra.
Both
ice
of the
and
leads
then
very
she made
excited.
sure
They
she
got to throw
out there.
takeouts. That happens so rarely anymore.
Tighter in, yep.
Nancy's had a
Yeah, Deb's was
busy
15
fall
too.
schedule. She also
top
represented
12.
Saskatchewan at the senior ladies and lost the final. Had a great run there. Just plays a ton.
Line's good.
Plays a ton and always in the mix.
Yep.
Line's nice.
As we've mentioned throughout our coverage here this week, her
Line's
only
real nice.
loss at this event last year in Estevan was in
Just
the
halfway
final
to
to
tight.
Robin Silvernagel.
And that's always tough.
3 times been the runner-up.
Yep.
It's a little fresher on this side still.
So looking to break through as a skip and
Yeah,
lead her
really
team
nice.
into the
Yeah, gave her a bit more ice than you.
Scotties Tournament of Hearts in Calgary next month.
It's 9-5.
So as she said, looking for a corner. If you happen to roll out, no big deal. Here's the newbie on their team. Got Madison Kleider, fresh out of juniors.
There's a few teams here with new players, and it seems like there's a trend where the new player is always playing second, because you got Jill is new to Amber's team this year, playing second. Madison's new, playing second, and of course we talked about it last night. The youth movement on the Anderson team playing second. Denise Herzicorn brought the average age on that team down substantially.
Beat up at Nancy Martin bringing in a young player and a young rink. Sherry bringing in, you guys mentioned young players, but but with
Maybe come up with another example.
But on Nancy's team is really the example, right?
Line's real nice.
Having somebody who's
Yellow
so
line.
experienced,
Top, left line.
not groom, but
2, 3. Hard line.
provide that
Mentor.
experience, mentor. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yep.
Mentor the young girls.
Yeah, that happens often. I mean, you can look at a lot of teams, and a classic example is look at Colleen Jones and Caitlin Laws. I mean, you spend 10 years learning, and then you step up.
From a
You know.
player development model.
For sure. And there's a
Yeah.
huge difference between juniors and ladies. So even though you skip all the way through juniors, there are a lot of teams, and there's something to be said about learning from some of the seasoned veterans before you start skipping again.
And just because the names that we're used to seeing skipping in juniors and at nationals and worlds come to this level and don't skip,
Right.
doesn't mean they won't skip again.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, though. And we can go back a few. Now I'm gonna date myself here, but John Kawaja never
Oh, yeah.
skipped again, and he's playing second and then third. Did very well. Wayne Madaw, probably
Yeah.
a good example. Skipped in junior, played second, ended up skipping again, and had a very good career both.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, there's been a long history of that
And then didn't
mentoring
skip,
process
and then
working.
came back and skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Morris, same thing.
Yeah.
Good extension, 12.
Yellow maybe a little tight. Yes, line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
Line only back in, back 12.
You gotta go.
Kim Schneider's the third for Team Holland.
Okay.
Just knocked that yellow stone up into the 12-foot.
Yeah, not ideal, especially with Martin having last rock.
Probably 14-5 here.
I agree. This is the farthest out we've been. Yeah. Just make sure. 14-7.
Room back 4.
Line's good.
Back
And Lindsay Birch.
Yeah, our left-hander.
Room long.
Yeah, first one we've seen.
Back 4.
Yeah, I
believe.
guess it is.
Nope, then nope.
I can't recall in
Is
our
she our only
coverage.
left-hander here?
Gotta sit down now.
I have to
She
think
might
about
be.
that. There's always got to be at least one, though, just to mess up when I start saying in turn and out turn, and now
Yeah.
I'm backwards.
3-8. Well, they were calling top 8.
Same weight then, just
That ends up in the back 8 foot.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there because you had a chance to put some pressure on, and now you've left Amber in a situation where really her only good out is to freeze to that, and it's behind covers. So if it wasn't the first end, this would be a great opportunity, even as it is, because so much of the practice was geared towards this. She should have a pretty good idea of the line.
Line's good. Bit of room,
It's not that
though,
far off the center
probably.
line.
Right to it. Think line will be good.
Right to it.
Line will be good for to it.
Let it go for 2-it.
I'll try and drag it there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you'd like to at least be shot rock. You're buried.
He'll sit for
15-5.
second shot.
good sweep.
Do I hear?
Either that or we peel. Good. That
How
was a
much
better
does the
throw.
ice change
Yeah, that
throughout
person I just.
the
Every
day?
shot.
You hear numbers
Yeah.
like 14-8 now
Yeah.
as opposed to 15-8 earlier.
That's true, and sometimes it is always keener first thing in the morning. But keep in mind, this is also just
Yeah.
first end. They're playing out farther, but
Top 12.
yeah, I guess that's a good question. We don't know the answer to that yet.
Yeah.
We haven't played at 3 o'clock yet in this
Yeah,
tournament.
we have not.
Yeah.
Top 4. Queen. Yep. Yes. You gotta go for the height. Yep. Back 8. Back 8. Go. Back 8.
Hold on.
Back 12.
Curl. Okay, whoa.
You're punching it a little.
Will send up. That'll split them a little bit on either side of that red guard.
Gets the red one out from behind the guard for now, but leaves a hit and roll behind cover. I guess you might be able to make the double in the roll. It kind of looks like you're jamming if you're getting the roll underneath.
Skip stones. You're in our opening end.
She could probably make the double and get a piece under the guard on the other side, and that would sit 2.
The double. 9.5.
Amber Holland in her rink, 1-0 out of Chrono. Her first shot here in the opening end.
Well, close, clean, yep. Yes!
Hard.
Whoa, yep, go.
You got it through. And just underneath off the tick.
That
was tricky.
But that was an audible. You heard Kim in the house call, whoa, knowing they were going to curl too far. They needed the little rub, which is so tough to call, but she made it.
Sorry, Amber.
Just fresh, I guess.
I guess it came down to 10-4. Like, that's
They're
not
talking
bad.
good observation by you before too, because they're talking about how the weight came down on that. So it's definitely fooling them a little bit, as in
First shot.
it's definitely heavier.
I guess it's that side of the line versus
I'm trying to learn something from you guys throughout the week, so my ears are open. Pick up what I can.
Yeah.
So where's Nancy coming here?
So Nancy's coming around here,
hers really went.
coming around this way, trying to get right in there.
Boy,
Is that good?
She's going to, so you got her rubbing both guards on the way by.
Oh, yeah.
Was I a little close to the guards?
The yellow guards, yeah.
It's going to get better.
15-2.
Yep, you got it.
Absolutely critical on this one that she's in front of the tee line. She can't
Hey, well
be in the
done,
back
well
again.
done.
She'll start to create a pocket, and
Whoa.
this could turn into a potential steal in a
There
hurry.
it goes. Whoa!
You get this to the top 8 foot, though, and you're looking at possibly picking up 3.
Just top 4. Line's perfect. Yep. It's moving. Top 4. Touch the top 4.
Trying to get it down to the top of the 4.
Yep. Okay, well, right there. Whoa. Really nice.
And it'll
Yeah, that's
sit.
really nice.
14-9.
Nicely done for second shot, right over top of her
2?
buried rock there. They're both buried.
But see, I don't know, if I'm doing this, I'm wide open, freeze and play.
Yeah, I think probably that's
Good call, bud.
Perfect, Nancy.
So Amber's got a couple of angle options.
Yeah, or she can simply run her own, hope to eliminate, give up 2,
9.5?
Yeah.
I think so.
which is what she's going to do here. Giving Nancy the same shot again for 2 points.
Is there a little
Well,
worry that if
actually,
you don't do this?
now that I say that, that draw isn't going to be so easy for
She could, if she hits the first red one thin enough to get right to the face of that yellow and stick it right there, she'll make the draw a little bit tricky because she'll have to come by this one. But that's tough. Like, she's got to be
pretty thin.
real thin on the red. You know, half a rock on the red, and it's probably spinning back to the open side, and it will leave the same draw path. She's probably looking for a quarter rock to do that.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. You gotta go hard. Hard, hard, hard.
They're on it.
That's good.
They won't hold the shooter.
Yeah, they were looking for that quarter. They just didn't get it.
9-3.
Yeah, it leaves Nancy the same shot
A
now.
bit harder than last game.
Bite the 4.
Good.
So a draw to the 4 foot for 2.
I think even
You
an
bet.
inch more. I probably kicked the hair more.
It's always great when you get to throw the same shot twice, too.
No,
Yeah.
that's what we had.
That's this. Yep.
Familiar with the ice, familiar with the weight.
Yeah.
Give you a little more space for that 4 foot, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, same weight.
Same weight.
Well, a 6th provincial Scotties appearance for Nancy Martin out of Martinsville. The final stone here in the opening end.
That's good. Same pass. Back 8. Well then.
Sweepers are saying it might be a tad heavy, but
They said the same thing on the last one, though.
Whoa.
They were saying the last one was back 8.
We got no backing. No
This has
don't
to
have the
sit down.
curl on this one.
We just gotta touch the 4 foot.
It's got to sit down.
Sit down now.
Where will it finish? And it's going to roll too far.
Let the record show I was not the one that said having the same shot twice in a row should be easy. It wasn't me.
A little too far, and Nancy Martin has to settle for a single here in the opening end. Underway in our middle draw of the day, draw number 3 from the 2024 Viterra Scotties in Tisdale.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. Did you know we've moved to a massive new location in Sutherland? Let me show you around. We've combined sales, service, glass, and detailing into one automotive superstore. Whether you want to fix, maintain, or spruce up your ride, or trade it in for something fresh, we've got the team, the services, the inventory, and the financing to help you with any of your automotive needs.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
German's underway against Janet Tisdale over on sheet number 4. Susan, update on sheet 4.
Yes, the Tisdale team has been guarding this rock on the button all game. It's just off to the side button. The Ackerman team trying to get to it. Skylar is left with a draw to try to get to the button. As you can tell, that yellow rock is well buried. Ackerman's been looking at the option of trying to raise her red one onto it, but they figure it won't curl enough, so they're settling on this cold draw to the button. It's just coming in now over the hog line, as we can see. It's trying to slow down.
Nice line.
But Jade Bluer takes the broom to it, and it's a steal of 1. Tisdale off to a good start, 1-0.
Well, Janet Tisdale and their rink needing to pick up a win. 0-1 out of the Highland Curling Club. Off to a good start. It's been a great start for Skylar Ackerman. The couple of wins.
For sure. Yeah, just like she had said earlier today, what they were certainly looking for. Well, let's be honest, it's what every team is looking for coming in.
Couple of wins.
Yeah.
But it surely takes a little of the pressure off, at least.
Back 4.
Not that you can ever let your foot off the gas in a short event like this with so much on the line.
That's right.
You can make an argument there that it's even a double impact on that one. Janet Tisdale coming in 0-1 already. If she loses her second to a team that goes 3-0, well, she can't catch them now.
Yeah.
The best she could do would be tied. She would have
only
lost
have
the head-to-head.
5 round-robin games.
So that's, if you don't beat them, that's one team already you can't catch, and there's only 2 spots for the playoffs on your side of the pools.
When you put it that way.
It starts to look bigger who you're playing, yeah.
So we were just mentioning, they just took the rock off for the no-tick.
Top 12. Top 12.
I don't know if you caught that, Sean.
No, we were talking about
It's a good opportunity to talk about the no-tick rule.
But why don't you explain it, Sean?
Well, the guard is touching the center line and in attempting to play the come around on it. And we did talk about, that's one of the things that comes up. You try to come around the other team's center guard, and you sometimes you take a little more ice just to make sure you don't touch it on the way by, because if you do and remove it from the center line, your rock comes off, the guard goes back.
Which is what happened.
Yeah. And now the second one, I think that was supposed to be a come around attempt. It ends up staggered center guards, but it looks like they're both touching the center line.
They are.
Well, and that's been the evolution of the rule. It used, you put up a guard, it would get taken out. You put up a guard, so you put in a free guard zone. First 5 stones can't be removed. Then players start, okay, I don't like the rock there. They get so good at moving it.
Ticking, the tick shot.
The tick shot to move it out of the way, but not removing it from play. Well, now to prevent that, the center line no-tick rule comes into play, and now if you land it on the center line, you can't even move it off that middle line.
But you can do what she just did, where she moved it, but it's still touching the center line.
But she didn't move it off the center line.
Yeah, you can move it off but you can't move it off the line.
Right.
In that particular case, she could move it 5.5 inches. She just couldn't move it 6, so she's good.
It's not really tracking, right? They're just curling with that sweep weight.
It's been an interesting. It's only a year and a half. Well, this would be the second full year that they're using it. They didn't use it for the full season the first year that it was in, and so a lot of the teams still getting used to it. They've only played maybe 12 events total, some of them, since it started.
Yeah.
But you do, and it doesn't come up every end either, right? Because unless there's a guard on the center line that you're going to play towards, it's not a factor. But it does affect the draws, because for years, if you've got last rock and you're drawing around the other team's center guard, you always thought, well, if we ice it a little tight and we rub it coming by and get off the center line, that's good. It's no longer good.
Yeah, you can't do. But that's always been the case, whether it's in hockey, football, or curling. You put in a rule because the game's played one way, and they find a way to outcoach the rule, right?
That's right.
I don't know what they'll do with the center line, but
I'll be honest. In my own personal opinion, that's the wrong fix. The issue is that too many blank ends at the world level, and even the national level, because these teams are so good at the hits, and the stones that we play with now are so lively. You can make doubles and triples real easy, and the blanks there's just too many of them. But it's always the team with last rock. I'm of the opinion that we're at the point that the game needs to change, where if you blank the end, you lose the hammer. Have the team with last rock try to score. What other game are you told that you can keep the advantage until you score as many points as you'd like? There's a shot clock in basketball. There's 3 downs in the CFL, 4 in the NFL. You do something or you lose it. And curling, we don't have that.
I thought when you were starting that, I thought you were going to say, in my humble opinion, but I should have known there was never going to be any humble part
I
of
could
it.
I could tell you were waiting for rebuttals. So.
I was just waiting you to be done talking.
That was the part you would only rebut the humble part. You don't mind the rest of it. See, I don't like them taking the tick shot out because it is a skill shot. I don't care that teams have gotten good at it. It's a skill shot. And it's a full team shot. Everybody's involved in making that skilled shot, and I just hate that they took that out of the game.
Same weight.
Amber Holland has the hammer. Final second stones. Jill Springer.
Yeah. That's fine.
Knock out a couple of her own stones, but open up the middle a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Left a shooter out there.
Can I give
But,
you like a 16 for a guard here?
Bit of a scramble here for the Holland team.
Newer path, this end, but still that same guard speed. I think let us see the guard we got. We'll let you take it. Yep, you got it, Linda.
So looking at replacing that center guard.
Lindsay Birch, the third.
Okay, well then.
Top 8.
Clean.
No, top 12.
Clean.
Top
Whoa.
12. To that top one.
Tapping that. Okay,
Top
curl
12.
then.
T-line.
Curl then.
Back 4.
Can you curl it?
Back 8. Split.
Okay, whoa.
Back 8.
Ooh, it's not where you want to be when you're,
All the weight calls were heavier than they wanted it to be.
yeah, they were calling back 8 actually. I think I heard.
Good throws, Maddie.
Thanks. Jess, sorry. Move that to there. I wasn't sure if you're saying curlers. 10 and a half.
Amber assessing her options. Get rid of a couple, maybe.
Might have got a time, but I didn't.
Wants to move the one over into the 12 foot.
Yeah, she can't see it. All of the first stone she's making contact with, so won't be able to throw the big weight. Probably just roll towards that one on the side of the 8 and move it over. The more important thing, you keep your shooter in the rings, and they can't throw another guard. They're not going to ignore a stone in the rings.
Real hard.
So you hopefully have a shot at Shot Rock after this one. This is not getting by.
Will not get by the guard out front.
You got it.
And yeah, can you get it out of the way?
Can I just give you a guard? Yep.
Is that another kiss of death?
I think that way.
What did you say?
Sean,
Oh,
they
did
won't be
Sean
throwing.
say it?
They won't be throwing another guard. They won't be able to ignore the one in the rings.
You guys can't dig out of the hole you made last end.
They're going to put another guard up. Replace it now. With the
Tell you
Scotties.
what, you can't guard all 3 of those with one rock. I'll tell you that.
You don't have a rock big enough for that.
No.
What?
Type 3.
Curl.
Top 8.
Okay.
A little
yeah,
deep
yeah,
again.
Curl.
It's coming off.
Curl. You gotta curl it still. Curl. Okay, good.
Get on
pretty
the
good.
center line, but that'll be okay.
You too. Thanks, though, Lindsay. And then, what did I say? T-line? I meant to say 3.
Probably
Now
came
what does
up-
Amber need?
Well, she's going to have to run it in and hopefully move a few. She could play actually this one on the outside and hope to roll
That's kind
in,
of what I
but
Yeah.
Well, what do you?
That's what she's looking at now.
That's part of the question. What do you get off that?
Yeah.
Like you get second shot,
10
but
and a half.
and nothing you can use yet. So
and you'll never get to that shot rock. Here's Kim Schneider, who was with Amber when they won the Scotties, the national Scotties, back in 2011.
probably when you're looking to hit this, you want to roll towards the guard and maybe just get a sliver underneath, but not dead buried. You need it to be able to promote onto shot rock. If you're dead buried here, I don't know if that shot on the button is ever going away.
I don't really want to roll
Now-
under. I think we want to just like.
I was just going to say exactly what Nancy just said out loud. Take that away.
Just that 10.
You flop in.
It's pretty straight there.
Amber's in a little trouble. And you don't want to be dead buried here either. You want to almost guard taking away the button because, I mean, that's all Amber's going to have.
I think we just, like nose is okay. I think. Yep. I love
Into
that.
skip stones now in the second end. Amber Holland has the hammer.
Kristen's pretty good.
And you're going to need something pretty spectacular to.
Full rock, I guess. Just a 10.
You got it, Nancy. Yeah.
There's a good look at the coaches back there. You see Travis Brown coaching the Holland team and Jerry Adam coaching Nancy's team.
Now I just wonder with Travis because he was looking off into the stands, and is that a coach's trick? Oh, I don't want them to call me out here for timeout right now because we're in trouble.
Don't make eye contact.
I have nothing. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep, little roll.
Nice Collins. Good.
And now do you have to think of running back that yellow?
Yeah, Amber's going to have to smash. She's got to find some way to get in here to score a point, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know how to score running it in either. If she wants to score, she could try to come around. She could come in off of her own.
Just to make the quarters is good.
I think is help. You're wanting to hit it like in here?
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll all go.
But you save that for later.
Yeah,
no,
that's not
you
so
can't.
easy.
Because you don't have any biters around, like you're not throwing that with your last one against 3 or 4. You'll draw to bite the 4
against 3
and give up 1. So if you were going to play it, you'd have to play it now so that you can draw to the corner of the button and give, or corner of 4 foot and give up 1 as opposed to 3.
Okay. Yep. 3/4 of the top one. Okay.
You know, and that's interesting you say that because you never think about, you know, what am I going to do to give up points? It's always, okay, what's the shot to try and make something? But this early in the game, if you miss that, as you said, you don't want to give up a steal of 3 or 4.
As a last rock thrower, you're always looking at, oh, how could this go wrong, though? Like, I don't want to, exactly what Sean said, cut down the damage.
Yeah, and as far as anything that helps her score, that was going to be tough. Like, she had to drive it across the face, try to roll a little bit off center, get the yellow to spill the other way so that at least she had a path to shot rock, and it just didn't spill the right way for her. She needed to be a little thinner on the first one.
And Nancy will look to protect that draw.
Yeah, Nancy's looking just to block the path here. Or at least that's what she was looking at doing there. If she bites it, that's great too. Tolerance, as we say. Anything short so that Amber can't draw around there.
Well,
Nancy's right now talking about going here.
Regarding the draw,
That's only 1 rock.
Yeah, I'm just saying we can bite.
Yeah, if we don't throw, what is she playing?
She's playing that.
She's playing the
She's
run
playing
double.
this run. Yeah.
That's the thing. If you want to take that away, you need to bite the rings.
What do you think's easier?
Probably this.
Just drawing and giving.
So center line guard then?
I like that shot. Yeah.
Guarding the draw path. Yeah. On the 4 foot line. A little tighter.
It's how easy is the run back?
Was not, but it was interesting. They just talked about we could guard the run back and leave her, because it's not like she's got a great amount of real estate to draw to either.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to take both shots away. Actually, the only way probably to take both shots away is if she could come just around and corner freeze her own yellow at the top of the 12 foot.
And when you're looking at the difference between a draw or a run back, how much is familiarity between the two and knowing what Amber might like or not like?
It's a very short run back to get the first one, and if you're looking at giving up 1 anyway, you know, at least that would give you a shot to, or perhaps would give you a shot to score. So you kind of figure at this level, when it's such a short run back, that you're going to get the first one. It's the second one you don't know whether you're even going to make contact with it.
And this takes
that takes the run back away.
Yeah.
The draw is still there.
I know where you were going with that, though, Darren, and Amber's known for making all of them, so.
Yeah. Does it take the run back away, though?
Yeah.
That's close.
You want to hit it on the right side of that rock anyways.
You're
It might be edge
That's your
touch,
only
it might
chance.
be there,
It's your
but-
only chance to get them both.
Yeah.
You're not going to leave both of them.
Exactly where Nancy threw it.
There's a chance you're not making contact with the first one, though.
If
and
you hit the yellow one, if you overcurl it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here,
And
I
she
mean, you
left
play
the
this
draw.
draw.
You know, the guard's still, the draw is there.
Yeah, you get more than full 8, you're only giving up 1, 2.
So with the hammer, final stone for Amber Holland.
Really good. Running right now. You need full 8 foot. Line's good. All you.
Looking to limit the damage here.
Line's really starting to curl. It's really starting to curl. Hard line. 1572. You need a piece of the 8 foot. Keep it going, Deb. You got it. Hard. Every inch. Go, go, go. Good brush.
Now drag it all the way and get a piece of the 8 foot, but it'll be a steal of 1 for Nancy Martin. In a good second end without the hammer. So Amber Holland will retain the hammer as we go to the third when we come back to Tisdale in 2024 by Viterra Scotties.
there's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. I consider it an honor to be able to give back to our curling community, which has been so good to me. Thank you for supporting Auto Connection and making that possible. I would like to do even more with your help. From now until the Sandra Schmerler Foundation Telethon, Auto Connection will donate 100% of the proceeds of its VIP membership sales to the Sandra Schmerler Foundation. If you've been on the fence about trying our service center out, it's time to call us today.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never-back-down, full-of-heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
To the third end we go. The Viterra Scotties and a trip to Calgary and the Scotties Tournament of Hearts next month on the line. One of 3 provincial playdowns happening this weekend early. 8 others don't get underway till next weekend. And of the playdowns, just Yukon decided that was wrapped up on Sunday. And Bailey Scoffin, the 20-year-old skip, is going to represent the Yukon in Calgary at the Scotties. Skylar Ackerman 2-0, Janet Tisdale 0-1. They're battling on sheet number 4. Susan Lang, I think you got an update for us.
Yes, Skylar Ackerman is facing 2 Tisdale's team stones there. Needs to get around that front yellow one and try to stick for the single point here. Throws a very nice hit and stays for the single, gets on the board. It's a 1-1 game.
Nicely done for Janet Tisdale, forcing the single. 0-1, they need a win. So good early one there.
Yeah, sure do.
With teams that are 0-1 needing a win. We mentioned Robin Silvernagle picking up that big win this morning. Not on the ice this afternoon. Sherry Anderson 0-1 needing a big win this afternoon.
You got it.
There's a lot of teams that need a big win.
Yeah.
Arguably all 12 of them.
To the third end, Amber Holland retains the hammer after giving up a steal of 1.
We got lots right now. Okay. Stay close, line. Line only. We're back house. Almost through. Okay.
$13.6. 13. Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, 15, so that's off. 13.6.
And that's going to be a little heavy. That'll bite at the back 12 foot.
13.6.
Well, and there's your difference right there, 13-6. And what did they call on Amber's last one when it just made the
15-9?
Yeah, was it that high? It was 15-something or other.
15-6.
Wow. And it just fit the top of the 8 foot and swept all the way to get to there. So.
Line's great.
Coming down, topping.
Where? Top 8. Curl. You have to curl it.
Just top 12, top 8.
Curl. Curl, Maddie, you got a good one. Go, Maddie. Get it over there. Get
Trying
it over.
to get it across.
Go.
How far can they sweep it? Biting the center line.
4-9.
It's good sweeping to get it there.
14-9.
And got a piece underneath the guard. That was critical on that shot because if you leave even edge to edge with what we've seen for curl on this ice, Amber could get to it with quiet weight, get to the inside, roll underneath, and that little biter at the back. Now you're sitting 2 with last rock.
Line's pretty good.
So just playing the freeze here.
Room right now. Bit of room. Wait if you can. There it goes. Easy. Yep, for not to it. Okay.
Won't quite get there.
That's fine. Nice shot.
It'll stop up, but still on the corner.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. It's,
Yeah, that
it's
works.
a very usable stone and more than usable for you. It's a tough one for Nancy Martin to deal with. She doesn't like it there, and it's hard for her to get rid of it.
So her way of dealing with it is guard. I always hate guarding the opposition.
Well, she's looking at running her own guard into it.
Yeah.
15-5.
Well, and even the way it's lined up, there's no jam on the back, really.
You mean the one at the very
Yeah.
back 12?
You don't have far to
there
roll
might
on.
At least it's close.
We're top 12.
Mine's good.
Top
Yep.
8.
Yep.
Top 12.
Yes.
Mine's good.
Hard.
Tight.
Hard.
This is a lot tighter line than what the Holland team just had.
Just a guard.
Hard. Hard. You're gonna chip off this. Hard. You're gonna chip off. Hard.
Okay,
They want to chip off of it, but
just light.
it'll sit right there on the center line.
It's only about
You play it. Hack.
Yeah, it leaves enough of it exposed for
I'm
Amber
gonna
to
give
play
you more
the
ice.
bump.
Just a little light.
It's only 14-7 to tee. So hack would be. Bump is 11-5, right?
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Yes.
That weight's good.
Jill Springer throwing second stones for Team Holland.
Called early.
Hard, Deb.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yep. See on it. Yep. See on it.
He's going to spill one of those yellow stones into the rings.
Okay.
And so now Nancy Martin sitting 1-2.
Not a positive throw.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 12, like a 12-3. That's not bad.
Yeah, because we were thinking like a 13.5 for hack.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just not super positive.
Okay.
And I think we need to be super positive now. Okay.
Here's the answer. We've seen a few of these over curl, and Amber's just saying you got to be positive on release here, or they're going to go.
What does she mean by positive on the release?
It's what Sean kind of calls a bit of a pop, almost back to the broom a little bit, and you want to make sure to have positive revolution and positive release.
A good amount of rotation, nothing
Yeah.
soft, nothing over the. We heard one referred to earlier. I think it was Kim in the first end where she came over the top, and that's talking about release when you should release at 12, and if you come across
too far,
and those rocks will tend to curl a little more when you come over the top too.
Good. Good throw. Good call.
That comes in. It'll settle down full 4 foot just in front of the tee line.
Yeah, I think right in the hole, I think. There's a good look at it.
Yeah.
Play that double.
Make the double. You sit second, third, and fourth with the promotion available on shot stone.
And I was also thinking it was later in the end. There's so many rocks in play,
I
but we're
know.
still on second's last rock. So,
Ashley 10.
yeah. I like
Every
this.
stone is in play.
Yeah.
Oh, those get tough when you're the second at the end of the end, and you got to move like 15 rocks to the back corner before you get to rest. It's
a lot of work.
Yeah, you should be getting quarries wages for that.
Hard. Whoa.
I think they're calling an audible here already.
Whoa.
Flop this way.
Okay.
Oh, that
roll over.
one's not too bad. Maybe.
Changes your run back a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just not getting to me on that.
Doesn't
like
really
she probably slid center
could
of
be
the rock.
here.
She did get a
Give you an
back a
opportunity
hair.
to get to shot stone with those.
Or full. Fighting
Pardon? Say that
Doesn't
again.
really give you an opportunity to get to the shot rock with the run back.
Yeah, that one yellow one's in the way,
Well,
though.
not a full weight run, but you can do a tap on the red, and that yellow's still going to move out a little bit. You could maybe pop it out into the open, and you could probably leave 2 for sure, if not 3 red stones kind of sitting around the front of the house, all in what we call the control zone. So there's stuff
All
they can do
usable.
with it. Yeah, there's stuff they can do with that. Certainly wouldn't have been plan A, but
Hard, Maddie. Go, Maddie. Hard. Hard.
Real hard line.
Hard, Maddie. Go,
Madison
go, go,
Kleider.
go, go, go,
Kristen Karwacki on the brooms. Trying to drag this in.
Boy, they took that a long way. It's
Yeah,
great
but
sweeping.
They made that run a little easier to do something good with now.
Well, you can't miss.
And both yellows fly, and the top red probably, or the middle red stays right there.
Yeah.
Gee, great sweeping. Holy cow. Awesome sweep.
I think so.
Great sweeping, Maddie.
Amber's looking at running the guard, looking to hit it as we look at it here.
3/4.
It's like you got me.
Thought she was looking at hitting it just a little bit on what would be the broom side here, into the two yellows in the house, make the double, and leave the red-red-yellow combination lined up.
Yeah.
Which is a great result.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
The other option, and I'm not sure just because of where she put the broom, they might be looking to come just that much across the face. So run the yellow onto the red and play that red double that we were talking about that was there. She kind of got caught in between on all of those, but the reds are in good spots. Hard to get rid of that one at the top of the 8-foot right now. And now no guards. So part of Amber's thinking here has to be, because you're down 2 already, you have to start finding a way to score.
Yeah, you have to make sure you can
so
score
at least
here.
there's no guard now.
I don't think we need to be tight if we're doing that.
I think we freeze here.
Okay.
If I can get you square, I will. But here's okay.
Okay. That's top
Just top 12.
Top 12.
I'm going to take 3 feet less. Wait, why is that?
Yeah,
We
swept
swept it pretty good too, yeah, so 3.
So Lindsay Birch, her second stone here in the third, trying to freeze right on top of that red rock in the 8.
And this is dictated by the position those rocks are in. Nancy Martin would love to make one of them go away, but how do you do it? Like,
Room! Kristen's rock.
it's hard to hit either of the reds without jamming it onto something yellow.
Whoa, then, whoa. Yeah, straight.
Looking at going around now.
Okay, that's fine.
Changing their mind a bit.
Oh, God, sorry.
Does it help when you twist your head?
You see that? Like they're all lined up there.
More weight and more positive.
Yeah, but if you look at what Amber's looking at,
To that, hey?
Touch droppy with the first one,
Theo!
and then it just hooked in there.
Yeah.
And this didn't react nearly the same way.
Amber's looking at hitting this one onto that one, and then her shooter's going to go onto that one. Just mess things up a little, eliminate a few yellows. Keep her shooter around and the other one around.
The games are
And if she hits the first one a little bit thicker, she actually can drive it onto the yellow, and then it'll spin back into the yellow on the other side of the forfeit. Her shooter
lots
won't-
of good options
Her shooter
this
won't
way.
touch the second yellow that way. She'll go over the top of it, but
Yeah.
Real nice, Kim.
Ooh, spun over the top.
she still went a little bit over the top and then spins out of the rings.
Gets rid of one yellow stone. One of the back 12. Cut that lighter back there, but sitting second shot for now.
This is probably coming into here.
Yeah.
Might get it through there with peel though. Think we give it a go, or do we try just nose? Then they're sitting that. I think we give it a go.
I think so too.
Which,
So just what?
Peel.
A little on the high side here?
Yeah.
Yeah, playing the double across on the high side, just hoping to.
I mean,
it looks like it's going into that back one, but you're hoping you can go across the top or roll off it. You obviously can't play it the other way, or you're heading into those yellows.
Update over on sheet 2. Michelle
You gotta
Englot
give it a go.
has an
I
early
think.
1-0 lead
Might stumble
over
the back
Jana
one, but it
Mitchell.
also might not be shot
Or
back.
Jessica Mitchell, sorry. Susan?
Yes, Jessica is trying to do a slash double here to get shot rock there of Englot's that was on the side of the button. Looks like it's just over curled, and Michelle Englot skipped with Stephanie Schmidt throwing last rocks, gets a steal of 1 and a 2-0 lead.
Half rock.
Need of a win this afternoon. Up early, Michelle Englot and her rink out of the Highland Curling Club in Regina. And now here's Nancy Martin, skip stones on our featured sheet.
Yep.
Hard. Yep. Hard.
went over
on
the
the
top.
broom, and they'll get rid of both.
What's kind of interesting is for how messy this end was and how many rocks were in play, we could have a blank end.
It's pretty flat double anyway, so might as well
Yeah, how
just
cleaned
do
up it got in a hurry.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, I like it. You got it.
It'll finish.
Not a lot of room between these two rocks, but it is a flat double, and that second one's going to have to go a long ways. Or is she hitting center one first?
Yep.
Okay, well then it's a little to the, if anything,
Doesn't
a little
have to go that far.
a little behind the other one, so she's going to have to throw this. Boy, I was expecting more weight when she's trying to hit the back one of the two.
Amber Holland's first stone here in 3. She's got one. She got a cross for a piece of it, but
wasn't enough weight to make the double that way.
Good weight. Good weight.
Good weight. A little less. I think it's going to be pretty straight.
He did hold it really good, yeah.
Well,
so
even
final
your-
stone
like if you were
upcoming
trying to
for
go on
Nancy
your
Martin
field up here.
out of Martinsville.
Just a 10.
Clean.
She's looking to get to 3-0
Just clean.
and stay atop Pool A.
10, curl. 10, curl, curl. 10. Maybe a little floppier weight, Kristen. A little floppier weight. Good. That's fine. Okay. 10, 2.
Well, these are the 2 undefeated teams in Pool A. Everybody else in Pool A has a loss.
Okay. What kind of weight? 9.5. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, you're right. You stayed nice and straight.
Yeah.
So no blank on the table.
No, it rolled to a spot where to make the double, you have to stay.
Yeah.
9.5. We'll just play the double.
You'd have to hit it so far on the right side that you'd risk missing the double completely to roll out.
Yeah, you could miss the second stone altogether, yeah. If it rolled just a little bit farther, she might have been able to try it. Conversely, if it rolls just a little bit less, then she could play it as a slash, and it might have been there, but right where it ended up, tough to make a double and roll out.
Final stone for Amber Holland on the way.
Whoa. Off.
But she's on the outside.
And that's the risk. So a steal of 1 for Nancy Martin here in 3.
Thought you were back a hair.
And it's
Really?
3-0. The undefeated rink from Martinsville off to a good start here on the afternoon draw on day 2 of the Viterra Scotties, coming to you from Tisdale, Saskatchewan.
Nothing is permanent. To everything, turn, turn, turn. Why not pour yourself a smooth Saskatchewan-made Original 16 for a refreshing reminder? Don't sweat the small stuff. Embrace it.
for Holland, finding herself in a little hole, retains the hammer as we go to the fourth end, giving up back-to-back steals of 1 to Nancy Martin. With the hammer here in 4, find a way to put some points on the board. Amber throwing the Red Rocks.
With a 3-point lead, no center guard thrown this time. So we're going to see a little different setup to the end. The first one comes in, and Amber calling for the corner guard.
Lines, guys.
I feel like this is like blackjack. You got 2 9s. You split them on a 4, 5, 6, but when it's a 7 or an 8, you don't split them. So what's the 3-0 lead? You know, change the decision to put up a center guard or not?
Real nice, Deb.
There's a lot of discussion about gambling from you, and I think
this is the first time.
No,
First time.
it was not. I was just going to say, I think you're going to be out of control at the goldfish races. You're already trying to figure out.
Somebody call the credit card company and put a max on.
You're trying to figure out how to handicap the goldfish as it is.
I was still trying to figure out the analogy. So you're saying it was a sure bet when you have you don't split the 9s because
There's
you got
all
the
rules
18,
about what you have, I guess.
Or the odds are, yeah.
You know, with certain numbers, you do certain things based on what the dealer has.
Yeah.
So when Sean, you mentioned, okay, at 3-0, now they're not going to do the center guard. Why 3-0?
Well, because you figure you can always hold them to a deuce. You hold them to a deuce, you get your hammer back. So
Nice throw.
the other thing that changes here, and we may see this next end, a lot of times in the strategy, and it starts early in the game nowadays, it's odd end versus even end. The even end, you know that the team with last rock is going to be more apt to want to score. Everybody wants to score in the even end so they can keep the hammer in the even ends, have the last rock coming home. They're a little bit more conservative, shall we say, defensive-minded in the odd ends. So you'd be more inclined to play into the rings in the even end to kind of take them out of the game they want to play and play the guard in the odd end and try to force them to play aggressively in an end where they don't want to do it.
Which you will notice a lot more of in the later half of the game.
Yeah.
It's getting earlier, though.
The closer we get to...
I mean, it's getting... The teams are getting so good at this that it's happening earlier in the game. We used to do it. You used to only ever talk about it in 8, 9, 10.
Right.
And now it's happening
4, 5, 6.
You watch the slam teams. You watch the teams that are at the finals of the Brier and the Scotties and the Worlds. They're thinking about it in the first end. They're thinking about odd end versus even end as to who's got last rock. The teams are so good at finishing off ends that they know it matters. As early in the game as they can get that last rock advantage in the even ends, that's what they're trying to do.
Which goes back to a little bit of your point of forcing you to score with the hammer or lose it.
Yeah.
But once you lock into an even odd situation, you'd be stuck there throughout the game. Potentially.
Till there's a steal.
Unless you voluntarily gave up the hammer to try and get your odd even back.
Well, except for what Sean
that's
said.
been done.
Love the throw, release though. Okay.
What's that? Give up a steal rather than take one.
I've seen that done even in the 5 rock free guard zone. If you've got a tied up game playing 9, I have seen teams give up the steal. If it comes down to the last shot and you've got a choice, you're either taking one or you're giving one. There's no blank. I have seen teams give up the steal to keep last rock in the 10th end because they figure their chances of scoring 2 are better.
Oh, for sure, that happens lots.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Sink one, top 4.
Well, Amber's got 3 out in front, but Nancy's got 2 in behind.
And looking at putting the 3rd back there.
Amber's still happy with this situation. She's got 3 of her own rocks out in front, and you're trying to generate points. You need those rocks. So.
This is more top 4.
Okay.
T-line, clean. T-line, running a
Second
bit.
stone for Madison Kleider.
Clean. Top 4.
Replaces Jennifer Armstrong on this Nancy
Back
Martin
4.
rink.
Curl.
Back 4.
Curl if anything. Curl. Line's great. Curl. Low then, one up, back 4. Yep.
Coming off.
Yep.
Oh, gets behind everything.
Yeah, nice shot by Maddie.
4 there.
Well done. Right
Probably
into the
that
4-foot.
one. You play this, that's okay. Try to nut it onto here. Feels good. Safe throw.
So Jill Springer playing the run back here.
You want to put it right on the nose of the shot stone?
Yep.
As Amber said, nutted.
Yes.
Well, they have a few options playing this one too. If they're a little
That's right.
thin on the contact, they could drive it onto the yellow at the top, just off the rings.
Just off the side.
You couldn't make the shot and get any more unlucky at the same time.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
To drive that through the port of the yellows, it's coming through at that angle, and roll out. I mean, you made the shot.
I'm watching it. I'm like, this is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Well, and it still is, but you kind of figured if you made contact with that rock, you'd get a little better result than what you did.
Yeah.
Just a little ad.
I mean, the stone that's left in the rings that's shot rock now,
Whoa.
I think is available through the port you just left when your shooter rolled over.
Okay, well then.
Yep.
There's a good look at it. So she's going to have a shot to roll in behind into the forefoot anyway, but you kind of thought your ray stone should be in the ring somewhere and have
as
a
you
chance to set
mentioned,
up.
having the 3 red stones out in front gives you lots of coverage. And that rolls into the back 8 foot.
Probably just the straight draw. Get below the 4.
13-9.
What do I need to throw? A
13-9?
Yeah.
She's got the hit and roll off that
25,
yellow
30?
stone, but you really don't expect, because it's where it is, you don't expect that Nancy Martin's ever going to throw guard in that hole. So you've got that
Save
anytime
it.
you want it. And you might need it to come in off of, too. You're always going to have it. You figure they're never going to guard a rock over there. It doesn't make a lot of sense when they're trying to steal, plug up the middle.
Kind of, you'll have that later.
Yeah.
Let's not waste it now, and let's do something more productive.
Yeah, and it's really not a rock with where it is. It's not a rock that Nancy Martin can
Just has to
use
slow
herself.
down,
I mean, she could come off of it, but then she's got to lose one of her own.
Okay.
Just going to go right to the button.
A little deep.
Yeah, just a little too deep.
Mind you,
Okay.
if they make the freeze,
being off
the yellow,
yeah,
could get rid of them both.
Could get rid of them both and leave the red one.
And that's how you get your 2.
All behind cover.
Well, if you make that perfect, it's maybe not just 2.
Could be
3 could
3.
be in play because they'll be buried too.
Disregard. Can we guard?
Okay, curl that. I don't know.
You want it over?
This is one of those ones where they're calling just a guard, and there's a decision has to be made what they're going to do, because this was way down the alphabet as far as this wasn't plan B, C, or D. Guard was just, there's just no good result with the guard.
So now Amber can bring
Gives
one right
Amber
in.
a chance to get in on top.
Well, like already 3's in play.
Is there ever a point that, we talk about Amber saving that run in off the yellow, that Nancy decides to use it?
Certainly could.
Yeah.
There
We'll
could
see
be.
where this goes.
Little more line.
Little more extension, more line as well, Deb. Easy.
Back 4. Needs to curl. Curl and go. Can you stay second?
That's not curling
This
nearly
was
enough.
This was a plan down the alphabet too. Come around
Yeah,
it.
that they're giving away.
I got 14-6, which is exactly the same as our first one.
You take it. No, you take
And
it.
now where it's left, well, it's a little, it is behind the tee line, but it almost makes the in-off difficult.
Yeah, at this point they're not looking at that in-off.
Creates a little
They're
back,
gonna-
like if they put the yellow on top, does
Yeah.
it create a little backing?
No.
Try to get to the
Or is it
center
too
one.
deep for that?
Well, again, keep in mind when she plays the in-off, she's coming at it from the side. So if she freezes to shot rock right now,
Yeah.
it's still going to go across. I mean,
Yeah, I
it
got
might
the
touch
exact
it, I
same
suppose,
on
but it's never going to dead stuff
Yeah,
it.
that's Lynn.
The bigger issue is by sliding that deep, she left the same shot for them to make that freeze. And the thing about the freeze, if you could ever get, she doesn't want to actually necessarily be dead on the nose. If she could actually get just across the nose a little bit, maybe be 3/4 on the buried side of it. Now that in-off, it's tough to get it without killing at least one red.
Whoa. Room. Tee back 4. Close. Lead. Heavy.
Curl! It's got to curl.
Curl, Maddie.
Skip stones in the 4th. Nancy Martin.
Curl.
If you could tap the one that's shot stone now. Tap it about 3
They
and then
could.
sit on the corner of the one that was just thrown.
Not there, though.
No.
Nope.
Good judge. 3-9. Good judge.
So Amber's sitting 2-3.
To the inside.
Yeah, looking at getting to the
Or
inside
sorry,
of that
1-3.
bit.
Shot in third, yeah.
1-3.
Good try.
So
Good curl.
your first one to there, you threw pretty good there.
Yeah.
So you like that?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm looking at the line there, and I'm surprised she's not throwing a little bit more weight at this because she's got to hit it
12, pretty much what Nancy just
fairly
threw,
full to roll
try to
across
get
the
to
top
nose
of her
or
own.
inside.
Oh yeah, there's that one longer guard. She maybe has to.
So, like, I got 14.6 on Kim's. Is that what she's throwing? So it's just slowing down with the curl, but still probably a 15 to tee. Okay.
Needs to move it, needs to get a little bit of a roll to the inside so that Nancy Martin can't come down and do the same thing.
Lead. Needs to curl. Yep. Straight. Hard. Hard.
They're on it.
Curl. No, straight. Stay on it hard.
Trying to stay on it.
Really hard. Hard. Follow the 7, Jill. Follow the 7.
Get across. Nicely done.
It's done very well.
So Amber Holland, terrific on her first shot.
Not right. I got a 13.7. That's definitely
That
not.
isn't even going to
And now they're lying 3.
This one might go.
I think if we
Well, I think they're certainly looking at
cut her down to a 2.
not what I was going to say. Yeah, just coming right on top, hoping to bump it a little and maybe sit second.
Boy, I don't think you can with as much as she rolled underneath.
Yeah.
I think you're freezing the face.
Give up 2?
Well, give up the shot for 3 because she's still going to have enough
Well, she
forefoot
will.
to
She
score
can-
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
4-8 here.
Yeah.
Will it be deep enough?
You got it.
Do you think, Kim? Could she still play the in-off double for if you're frozen to the face of that red? Would
It's
the double
pretty
be there for
flat.
4? Yeah, but you'd only have to move the second one 2
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. Not even 2 feet. Yeah.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Room early. Whoa.
Final stone for Nancy Martin without the hammer here in the 4th.
How's the curl?
With Amber Holland lying 3.
Back here then. Yep, back here. Curl.
This is now plan B is get by everything and make sure you cut out the rock at the back.
It's going to get a piece of it.
Okay, good judge. 3-9.
And so we'll sit there. Pretty difficult to remove.
Thanks, Mo.
So a draw for 3.
You just showing straight T line, right? Yeah, straight T line.
Yeah.
Or any chance you can get across that yellow. And is 4 on the table?
I don't see
I'm
how.
not
I don't
totally
see that
sure.
yellow going anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
draw.
had to play it,
Is that your backing? The Yellowstone on this draw? At least?
You tend not to. You try not to think about that
Yeah.
when you're throwing. You sweep for the
So I
backing if you
tackle-
have
so I
to,
was
but
probably back 12.
if you throw to the backing,
Maybe
especially with
through
the way
on
those
its own?
rocks are
Do you
sitting,
think it's
and
through?
now you don't get the curl, and you rub off that because it's not going anywhere. The red's right behind it. You don't have very far to roll, and you're not third shot. If you really needed, if this was the 10th end and you needed 4 points,
Yeah,
you could come off that yellow, I think, into the 2 reds, and because they drag a little bit, one of them might come back into the yellow and move it. You'd need to hit the yellow from the side you can't get at directly.
A draw for 3 for Amber Holland, the final stone in the 4th end.
Hey, you can go a little if you need.
If it was to start curling, you can come to your own stone here. That's what she's going to do.
Going to drag this right into the 4-foot. And did they drag it enough? Looks like they did. It's 3 on the board for Amber Holland. So from 3 down to all tied at 3 apiece. Amber Holland and Nancy Martin here on our featured draw on this Thursday afternoon in Tisdale in the 2024 Viterra Scotties.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
So we welcome you back. Our featured game. Undefeated Amber Holland and undefeated Nancy Martin. The third draw for Nancy Martin already. And Amber's second. But a 3-ender in 4 even things up for Amber Holland. And they really well played in to pick up 3 after giving up back-to-back steals.
Good.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty big momentum shift.
Martin had last rock in the opening end of play, so we played 4 ends and decided absolutely nothing. We're back in the exact same spot.
Okay.
Yeah. And at 3-3, we're back to the center guard.
Except it's not quite touching.
They were trying to get it to touch center.
Lead stones for Nancy Martin, Kristen Karwacki.
Gave it a bit at the end.
Yep. Top 8.
Okay, clean.
Top 8.
Clean.
Top 8.
Clean.
Top 8.
Clean.
Top 8.
Just clean.
Top 8. Top 4.
Just clean. Just clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too far, too far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
Really nice, Kristen.
4-9.
Nice shot by Kristen.
Good judge, Lens.
Top of it.
Yeah, full 8.
What do you want for a split?
Yeah, like 10.
What have I been
And Deb Lozinski, 17 times at the Provincial Scotties.
Yeah, she's played in quite a few and has been with Amber for a lot of them.
Yep, line. Hard line. Line only return.
They were together in 2022 and they finished 3rd at Provincials.
Down. You might want to go if you need to. Line's great. Go if you need to. Line's great.
Oh, they're just so exciting.
They're trying to pick up a big second win
What'd you get, Amber?
in this 2-pool format. Top 2 teams of the 6-team pool will make it into the Page playoff.
You guys ever hate wing? Or is that crazy?
Each team plays 5 round-robin games. For Nancy Martin, if you can get to 3 wins,
oh, you're half done.
You're half done. You've
yeah.
done a lot of the heavy lifting early.
Yep.
How do you like going around? It's top 8 right now. So we have, yeah. Do you like going around it? Or do you I don't mind the wing, but I like, if you guys are cool with this too, yeah, top 4? Okay, let's do it. You got it.
Because at worst, you need 3 wins to get into any sort of a tiebreaker or playoff.
Yeah, we didn't sweep it, so yeah, perfect.
At worst.
Yes.
Likely 4 or 5 wins will get you into the top 2.
5 wins will put you
5
in the
wins
Page.
is a guarantee. We know that.
The Page 1 game.
But you're not getting in with 2 wins. You might get in with 3.
No, I don't. I'd have to double check it, but I don't think there's any mathematical possibility of enough ties to get you in at 2 and 3.
Gotta go line. Hard. Hard. Hard, Lens. Hard.
Got to get by the top red there.
Rub off, and where will it finish? It will finish in second shot, but splits those up.
Having said that, and doing the quick math in my
You
head.
found a way.
One team at 5-0, 5 teams at 2-3 is the only mathematical possibility.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's never going to happen.
It's going to happen now.
Because
Now it will.
It's going to happen now.
Well, keep in mind, the first year that they went to the pools at national play, and it was seniors that they used for the experiment, and they had 17 pools.
Oh, right.
And the first place team went through at 7-0 in the one pool, and the other one had a 5-way tie for second place.
Yeah, she's just not sliding to me at all.
So you're saying there's a chance.
It can happen. I feel like if you're going to bet on something, you should just stick to goldfish races.
Or poker.
Yeah, her slide. She's not even
weight,
sliding
though,
at me.
11.3.
I like that. That was my first spot, Nance. Oh, yeah, yeah. Do you think speed should be the same as it was to the center, probably?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
4.7.
Okay, I like that.
Madison Kleider throwing second stones here for Team Martin.
Yep. I want to be 7.
Line slide. Line slide.
It's really coming off. Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Go, 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 go.
Nancy coming in to help out, see if you can drag this into the rings. And how far can you go? Well, get it into the 12-foot.
Just a little sticky and new spot, hey? 5.7.
Yeah.
9.5.
9.5. Nice throw. She curled a lot, so I wonder if that maybe just came.
She got 5.7.
Yeah. Okay, just like. Not bad though.
No, yeah.
4.7 was probably pretty close.
Amber asking Jill here for the double.
Clean. 9.3. 9.3.
She's going to have to leave a double back if she makes it.
I'm up a hair, you little bugger. Good.
1-2.
Nice throw, Jill. Good
Well
adjustment.
done.
Did you get the time? 9.3.
And now Nancy's looking at the same thing.
Could probably throw firm.
Okay. Yep.
With the hammer here in 5.
Good go. 9.3. Nice throw.
Yep. Hard. 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 Okay.
And just gets the single right on, just off the nose.
Well, but she left a double on the other side, and now you're looking at a possible force. That's from making a double to sit 2 well spread out, perhaps get to one shot later. You're in danger of getting forced here. Granted, there's a lot of rocks yet to come. They've got to hold it for a while, but
Last time we checked in on Michelle Englot, she was up 2-0, Susan.
That's right. Stephanie Schmidt was attempting a double and rolling behind the yellow guard there. Over curled, only took one rock out, lost her shooter. Jessica has a chance here to open draw for 3 points and the lead, but it has slipped through the rings. She still counts her 2 points to tie the game after 5 ends in this match.
So they're at the break, but bit of a missed opportunity. And happened here, the double was there, and all of a sudden the yellow spun across. Our attention was all on the Englot game.
I might have to go to the YouTube feed and check the replay. Didn't get either one of them out. So we've gone from chance to hit and sit, a chance for 2, to looking at a possible force, to now a chance for 3.
Yeah.
So Nancy will bring a 3rd shot into the rings here.
Yeah. Looking at playing the hit and roll to the center. Can only see about half of it, though.
10.5.
Third stones here in the fifth end.
Yep. Clean. Easy. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Just clean. Whoa. We're going to roll out.
That's fine, Kim.
And just a hit, and
Good,
the
10
shooter will roll out, as you heard.
You like this still, guys?
Still firm.
So still Nancy Martin, line 1.
Good. Nice throw, Kim. Yeah, I was just staying on it.
Just looking at spreading him out, sitting 2.
Okay. Fair.
At this point, I don't know how we're not. Yeah, we're second shot. So I'm not sure how we're not giving up 2s. Unless they come up
Top
there
12. Hard. Top 12. Hard line. Top 12.
And they're on this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to go for weight.
Nancy coming in to help out.
This is a good situation, though, because it was not us that jinxed them this time. Amber said, you heard her say, I don't know how we're not giving up 2 unless they come up short.
If only it was that easy.
If only it was that easy.
Great. So roll my shooter.
Okay.
So Amber looking at the 2-foot run back here and hoping to roll her shooter in as well. Be red sitting 2.
This should finish. Be like 10.5 there.
Yeah. You're starting to hit it here.
Yeah.
10.5, sorry.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay. 10.5. Cross it, just 2/3.
We may have discovered a new trick to curling is you have to figure out what you have to say out loud to jinx your opposition. Because it doesn't seem to be that it just has to be the announcer. Just somebody has to say it out loud.
Well, it's working that way so far. Something tells me it's not going to catch on.
Wouldn't it be great, though, if it was that easy?
Yes! Whoa, yep! Whoa, whoa! Yep! Yep!
Amber Holland's first. Roll in off, and just like that. And they'll sit pretty flat.
Yep.
Try this guy. Even if we pop it over to there, but yeah, try it. I think we go this way. Firm.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought I pinched you maybe a hair, hey?
I thought maybe a hair, but
Yeah. They held it pretty
yeah,
good.
they did. I was like, uh-oh, now I
You know, Nancy can throw the big weight. Although this is pretty
Might be able to
flat.
pop it over.
Doesn't have to get it all the way out, though.
Should run pretty
No,
straight
that's
here.
true.
But even if
The
we
flatter
pop
it
over
is,
there,
the
she
harder
might
you
be
need to
able
throw it.
go, right?
More movement, more action you need.
And it's because when it's flat, you have to hit the first one very thick, so then it's hard to carry much weight into the roll. Most of it
You
gets
need to have
transferred
a
into
lot
the
of
other
action
rock.
off of it.
Yeah.
The first stone for Nancy Martin.
Whoa, whoa.
It's coming with weight.
Well, there's no reason not to go for it. So you throw the big weight and give it a shot.
Should be still sitting shot stone, or
No, this is good, yeah.
at least they're close.
Yeah.
Amber
really
can't
matter.
ignore it anyways.
Yeah. I think
Yep.
Amber's calling for a nose here, which makes total sense.
Yeah, that would make the double really thin. You'd hate to
Ye-
roll
and
just
you
that
would-
much to the other side of the center line and leave her a half rock double.
Right.
Same.
So your choices are you either hit it right on the nose or roll really
roll
big
way
and try
over.
to get it flat.
Yeah, just watch it here on the center
Right.
line.
Nosing
easier
this
to
one
control.
might have to make Nancy draw, and I don't. Has Nancy thrown a lot of draws? I
We
don't.
haven't seen
Yeah.
this afternoon. Final stone for Amber Holland.
Yep.
Out of Chrono here in the fifth.
Hard. Hard for nose.
Looking for the nose hit.
Hard for nose.
Trying to hold the line.
Yep. Whoa. Roll it big, Deb.
They're really close. They're going to roll. And how far can they roll it over?
Well, that's pretty good too.
Rolled it enough?
Yep.
And to answer
Yeah,
your
for
question,
sure.
Nancy threw at least 2 draws. There was a 2 in the first end. But her shooting percentage on those 2 might not be quite where she wanted it. She made the first one and the second one slid deep, so she only got 1.
Well, we're about to find out.
So 14-8, hey?
Yep.
She's got to get full 8 foot. A draw at a full 8 foot.
Yeah.
For one.
This will be a more comfortable draw than the one she threw in the first two, because remember she had to come through a port.
You got it, Nancy.
In the first end. Made the first one. Slid deep on the second one. This is the more comfortable path. She's got that draw path right to the button, which is, they throw this so many times over the course of the season. They practice it because, again, in the pregame, that's your shot, right? That's the shot you need for the hammer. And teams practice that shot all year long because it's so important, not just here, every bonspiel they play in.
Skip Stone in the 5th. Final shot for Nancy Martin. It'll stop in time in the 4 foot, so put one on the board. And we'll head to the 5th end break. And Nancy Martin in her rink from Martinsville. 2-0 and a 1-point lead here over Amber Holland at the Viterra Scotties in Tisdale.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, Singler Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Signature, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, SaskTel Max TV, Girl Sask, and Real Cast Media.
We know farming isn't an 8-to-5 business. That's why we want to give you the tools to do business anywhere, anytime. With MyViterra, you have a powerful tool at your fingertips to stay connected no matter where you are. Create online contracts, receive customized alerts, view your account information, and access grain prices in real time. Talk to your rep today and find out more about how you can harness the power of MyViterra, keeping you connected in real time. This is MyViterra.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. Have you heard about our unique VIP program? It's only $49 a year and gives you amazing discounts for all the vehicles in your household. 20% off labor, 10% off parts, 25% off tires, free windshield stone chip repairs, and much more. Complimentary vehicle washes and shuttle service, SGI accredited for auto glass, and some of the best auto detailing in Canada, making automotive easy, affordable, and honest for you at Saskatoon Auto Connection.
When we were first looking at these e-bikes, I read the reviews. What they talked about was an e-bike grin, and I had no idea what an e-bike grin was, but the first time I powered that bike up, I had the biggest smile on my face. It was unbelievable, because unless you own one or have driven one, you really have no idea what that feeling is like. It's hard to describe.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
What appealed to me about working in wireless network operations would be just working on the latest and greatest technology in the wireless world. I knew it was the right fit when my days go really, really fast.
I like ripping things apart and putting them back together. And with my role at SaskTel, I get to be hands-on with almost anything. We're either fixing, repairing, or building new.
There's such a mix of duties that it's never boring. There's such a diversity of activities, and there's still so much learning.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, proud sponsor of the men's tankard.
The Recplex in Tisdale is our home for the week. A beautiful community of 3,100 just northeast of Saskatoon. Darren DuPont, Kim Hodson, Sean Joyce, Susan Lang is alongside. Tilt your head, we'll look at sheet one. As Sherry Anderson up 4-2 in her game this afternoon over Shirley Orsted.
It's the afternoon. It's not too bad to do one of these, but it could have been really tough if it was third or fourth game of a day to do Shirley versus Sherry. That would just be...
Sherry Anderson's just finished stealing one.
Candace Newkirk is attempting to guard their shot rock there in the stone. Candace is third here for Shirley. Coming a little deep there. She had a couple of options to be a little bit shorter. Leaves the door open there a little bit for Sherry Anderson.
Looks like it's sitting second shot for now.
But of course, with Orsted giving up that steal in the fifth, she'd certainly like to be able to count a couple
for
here.
Second, but I'd rather be corner frozen on the shot rock. Yeah. So. Yeah, it is. Very nice.
Sherry dropped the opening draw to Penny Barker in our opening draw last night. It was our featured game across the SaskTel Max. Television subscribers across the province. So Sherry needing a big win and up 4-2 here in the sixth.
Well, our feature game is the two teams that are undefeated. This game right here is two teams that don't have a win yet in the same pool.
Both extremely important.
Easy, let it work a bit first, guys.
Curl. Curl hard. Curl. Curl. We got to move this one. Hard. 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 Right out of the way.
Get it across.
Right out of the way. Go, go, go.
Oh, and it'll slide. Not quite all the way through the two red stones, but
good call, Pat.
back, and Sherry's still
like to get him
second and third
leave him
shot.
A little
Or
time to
second
work
and third.
before we start sweeping too much.
It's certainly a nice opportunity here for Shirley to get back in to on top of this button again.
For those of you who've been joining us for our featured game of Nancy Martin and Amber Holland, we'll head back over there right after this end as they're out of the fifth end break. Just underway in the sixth.
A double up, we're in a lot of trouble.
We'll stay here for skip stones.
Like what I threw last time.
Shirley Orsted
What did Candace throw?
out of Moose Jaw with the hammer here in six.
They actually played very well last night. I thought they were quite strong in their opening, but they ran up against a red-hot Nancy Martin team, and between Nancy and Lindsay Birch, her third, they just made everything. That every time Orsted team put a good end together,
Easy,
that was
guys.
the end
Whoa.
of it.
Whoa, no lots of room.
No.
Sweepers have backed away a bit. They don't want to be behind the tee line very bad.
How far can Sherry drag this back into the touching the 8 foot? And so what does she have left to deal with?
Well, she's going to
Think it's us, eh?
play the same draw again, but
Sherry's
Well,
2 up.
I can't really get
She
shot
thinks
by
she's
playing
second
that
shot.
anyway, so,
So my guess is she's probably going to play that same corner freeze.
yeah,
Right
and I
where they're
mean,
tapping.
this isn't the end of the world. I don't think she's going to try the double, but
it changes your tolerance
well,
if you think
yes,
you're
I
already
would
second
too,
shot.
but I don't really want to be here either.
You don't want to give her the easier shot for 2. So
I
as
think
Sean
with
was
the
just
right
saying, and Sherry,
weight,
anywhere short makes it really difficult for them to get to if you're for sure.
Second shot.
Yeah.
You need to be second shot.
Right. Which
We're
they sounded
second
pretty
now.
convinced.
and I can't do anything over there anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe just a guard is the best thing. What does she have? Because I can't get shot rock anyway. If I go in, if I go too deep or rub something, I could give her a shot for 2. Patty, I like just a guard.
I'm going to switch it up. There's 11 stones in play.
Right
And
there.
This
Little
is
more ice.
it's tough to block the
if I
draw
go in
path
and kind of
with this
open and-
turn.
Yeah.
With the amount of curl that she's going to get at the end.
I still like tight guard, but I'm gonna take a lot off.
When your last one was back 12.
Yeah. But obviously shows you too just how confident she is that they are second shot.
Well, and like she said, there's not. She can't get to that rock and move it. If you're not moving it, you're not making. There's nothing. Even corner freeze it, I guess, would make the deuce really tough. But
Yeah, it looks like
Without the hammer, final
Yeah.
stone for Sherry Anderson
Where,
here
guys?
in the
it's
6th.
okay now.
Where?
It's okay. It's good. Just clean it in. That's it. It's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to go past that yellow one.
need it to stop.
And it'll sit on top of the 12 foot. So for Shirley Orsted,
Do you take your one or do you throw it away? Because the other option is you play the
they're
slash
taking
double.
a good look at this. Trying to find a way to convince themselves they might be lying too.
I think they can look at it a long time, but I don't think it's going to change
Think
much.
there's a hole there?
I'm not sure there's a hole there to come through once
Like
you get
here?
by that outside yellow one.
No, but you've got the slash
The
double.
slash on the other
The
side.
one that
I
Sherry
do.
just threw onto the second shot stone. The other possible.
Is that there? I should have drawn it on the board.
You're talking about
The center
racing.
line yellow stone in the 12 foot.
We have that
onto
run
the red
back,
foot
but I'm
or the red
scared to play
rock
it.
in the 4 foot there.
I don't think
Because
so.
you're going to come through with
It
not a
is
lot of
there.
pace to get across.
But if you're anything over the top of it, you could actually give up a steal that way,
Yeah.
and that's
You could
that's
cause
risk
problems.
reward.
Yeah.
That's too much risk.
Risk reward.
One thing that I thought they were going to look at it because just where they're positioning in the house, I thought they were going to look at it. There is perhaps a chance you could hit that red stone at the back of the 8 foot, roll across, and hit the back end of your stone at the back 4 and try to move because it only needs to move up about 2 inches. But they didn't look at it.
Whoa! 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 It's got a curl. It's got a curl to get by. Curl. Okay, well then. It's by. It's by. Whoa!
Ooh.
Just caught a piece of it.
Yeah. A little heavy.
But if you hit that exactly that way with just a little bit more weight, you push the yellow into the back of the 4 foot and you could have got your 2.
So they'll look at this. Will they measure it?
Going to measure? No?
No,
No, they already kicked it away.
Since they kicked it, I'm going to guess they don't want to measure.
You want to measure as
Too late.
it's being kicked?
Hot again. I've been
Let's go to sheet 2 for a short update. Michelle Inglatt and Jessica Mitchell are over there, Susan.
Stephanie Schmidt, throwing 4th rocks on the Michelle Englot team, is looking at 4 Jessica Mitchell red rocks. Looks like they've called the out turn, hit, and roll in to capture a little piece of the 4 foot for shot rock. They're playing off the rock off the left-hand side here. Stephanie has hit the rock and lost her shooter. That is going to be a steal of 3 for Jessica Mitchell and jumps out to a 5-2 lead after the 6th end.
Jessica Mitchell 1-0, big win last night, and that's a big steal of 3. So we join you back on our featured game, 6th end. They're out of the 5th end break, and we're in third stones. Amber Holland has the hammer as we join you back here on sheet 3. Nancy is forced to take take their single in the 5th, going into the break.
Back 8. Back 8. Well then. We're almost through. Curl. Curl. Curl, curl. Curl, Maddie. It's coming off. It's only back 4. That's fine. Curl, 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 curl. You got to bury it.
Trying to bury this one.
Go, 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 Maddie. Good. Good.
We'll get mostly underneath there.
Yeah, I think so.
Stop button.
But behind the tee line.
Speed still the same here, like 14.8? 14.5 on this. Okay. Okay. And I threw 14.6 here that other end, so similar.
Final third stone upcoming for Kim Schneider. And this Holland rink curling out of chrono.
Line's good, all you. Not moving just yet. I think you'll be okay though. Line will be good. Top button. Curl. You don't need to curl. You don't need to curl. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, stop.
That just held up. She was calling top button.
15-7.
Well, they were sweeping, and they're better off now when it's that light to leave it out in the open so that they can use it rather than tucking it around. So that's where Amber was saying, just leave it up there rather than.
If you're here, you don't ever line it up. But yeah, I don't mind here. Just a 3 then?
Yeah, I like that. I like that better.
So Nancy's team looking at throwing the tight guard here with Nancy's first. Where Lindsay's showing you there.
That red rock that's in the 8-foot, the deepest one, that's really the only run back rock, isn't it? Like
the wide corner is
because of the
possibly
overlap.
there,
Does it
but I
make
don't
it
know if
difficult?
you'd ever play it.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah. So they're gonna take that
So
away.
they're guarding that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean. What were you saying?
The wide corner guard is one that you could try to slash in, but again, it's probably not something you'd play
No, Ed,
in the 6th end of a game. That's a shot where the 10th end you needed it.
But because that over came underneath,
no,
you got 5 rocks in play that you really.
I say you'd only play it in the 10th, but if it's a shot for 3 or 4 in the 6th,
yeah,
for sure.
you might.
Yeah. So Skip Stones here in the 6th.
Whoa then. Tight. Go around it then. Tight. Just tight. Top 12. Go around it, yes. Just tight. Yes. Just top tight. 12, go around it. Just yeah. Yes.
Top 12. Top 12. It's top 12. Maybe kick it.
And that's just going to bump off the red Holland stone.
Yeah, I didn't think they, once they realized the weight they had, they needed to make that decision a little bit sooner. Nancy was trying to get them to go around, but they couldn't get all on the same page there.
Does actually make the angle maybe a slightly better for Amber, but
I think the concern from the Brushers, and that's just one of the things, they didn't really communicate it. They didn't want to sweep when Nancy was calling go around.
Because they were still calling top house.
Well, and they're thinking, but if we get around, we're only going to get like 3 inches past it, and we're going to leave her, and we're not going to bury, so she's going to have a double.
10.5.
But, you know, we watch that, we kind of know what they're thinking, but they really never communicated that part of it, other than to say they didn't think it was that heavy. And the two of them just weren't on the same page. It worked out okay where they've got it. Everything's overlapped. Amber can't get at shot stone yet.
First stone for Amber Holland here in the 6th.
Hard, no roll on that red.
Just a little nudge off her own. but removes the yellow stone. Still, Nancy Martin sitting 1.
It's getting a little bit scary for Nancy Martin, though.
Yeah, that nudge was important because it takes away the overlap. Like the stone that Amber just threw, she can run it.
Now you got more options for run backs.
She can run it into the stone at the back of the forefoot now, whereas if she just misses the one, the 3 red rocks at the front would have all been overlapped and she wouldn't have been able to run anything back.
And here comes the line. Sometimes your best guard is second shot because you guard this. You still, I mean, you still give Amber the option of that slash that we were talking a long time ago. I don't know if that one's in the way, but that's for 4.
It's for 4 now.
So that's why, you know, coming in and getting second shot here might be your best way of guarding this.
Jerry
come around that one.
Well,
yeah, Jerry will say that.
If I guard, she angles in for 4.
Yeah.
I like.
There you go.
If we aim for here, if I'm heavy and we're here, it's not the worst.
Okay, this angle or here?
Yeah.
That's a
tough shot, but the guard is like you got to be perfect too. So I think I like here. We try to bury it, obviously. Do you like that? You guys?
I agree with Nancy.
As you said, second shot.
What's ideal?
Like if you're saying T-line, and we have no line, we go all the way back here.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your ideal spot?
I think ideal spot is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were just. I think 4-7 is good. Yeah. Amber had that.
Tuck it in behind.
A couple ends ago.
Like just another 2 feet, really.
Honestly, yeah, not too much more. Yeah.
I like the call. The only other option I see that they didn't discuss is go away from the center line to the back of the 8-foot, sit second or even third.
I think
she's not going to play that slash in if it's only for 2.
Foot or 2 more than I gave you.
Yeah, 'cause that was top 12.
Yeah. By
Is that
itself.
the same line?
Yeah. This is more line.
Okay.
So Nancy Martin's final stone here in the 6th without the hammer.
I like it. Top 4.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa!
Top 4.
Curl!
Can't be out in the open. It'll leave a slash double.
Top 4.
Curl!
Top 4.
Oh, there. Curl!
T-line. We're even.
So worst case, she did say take it to the back.
And no one really listened. I mean,
A little deeper than that.
yeah. I mean, at this case, she's going to draw for her single, and she can't really miss. But, or you could play that straight run
Nose
back
hit on the
for
road,
4.
red, and the
Top
12-foot
12.
is for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one
that's
straight back, and now
that's
you got a
what
bigger pocket. You can hit either one or right in the middle.
One is fine.
You're going to take them both. If
Yeah.
you get
right
one,
on-
you're going to get 2.
Well,
you could stuff it on one or the other, but you stuff either one of them, you're getting a single.
Yeah.
And if you manage to put it right in the pocket, you're putting 4 on the board here.
What Nancy did say is if you guys are calling out T-line, let's go hard and get it back further, which is what they did not do.
Which would
part of the
eliminate this
consideration should
opportunity.
have been don't put it where they ended up. That's
That's what I was trying to say.
Because if it's not, there's no pocket, and now you're forced
Makes
to
it a
take
lot
one.
harder.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still got to make this shot. It's not made yet, but you hate to force your opponent to make a shot for 4.
Well, final stone here in the 6th for Amber Holland. Trying the run back for possibly 4. They're on it.
Over curled.
Does not get the nose, but she does get 1, so it's a steal of 1 for Nancy Martin.
And probably a deep breath.
I was just going to say a sigh of relief from the Martin team there.
So they come away with a steal of 1 here in the 6th end. We're going over to sheet 4 for a quick update.
Yes,
Skylar Ackerman and Jana Tisdale.
Exactly. Jana Tisdale here with her final stone, looking to throw the wide out turn draw, trying to come up to her shot rock there in the full 4-foot. She's already sitting 2, trying to get a 3rd point. We have a tie game right now. They're trying to get it to stop. Looks like she's got
rocks
really
in
great
play.
weight, but
And curl.
no curl. So a 2-point end for Jana Tisdale and a 5-3 lead after 6 ends.
You have to think with no local team in the field, she's got to be the crowd favorite.
You think?
In Tisdale.
We're taking a break. We need one. We'll be back to Tisdale after this.
I come from an Indigenous background myself. My company wants to learn more about that. SASTEL's given me the opportunity to join one of our network groups. We get to plan things with other Crown corporations or with other companies throughout the city. Something as great as our National Indigenous Peoples Day. For me, that's why I'm so proud to be a part of this team.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. Have you heard about our unique VIP program? It's only $49 a year and gives you amazing discounts for all the vehicles in your household. 20% off labor, 10% off parts, 25% off tires, free windshield stone chip repairs, and much more. Complimentary vehicle washes and shuttle service, SGI accredited for auto glass, and some of the best auto detailing in Canada, making automotive easy, affordable, and honest for you at Saskatoon Auto Connection.
Single point on the board for Nancy Martin in the 6th. We go to the 7th in our featured game. Amber Holland with the hammer. Down by 2. Both of these teams undefeated in Pool A. Amber's 1-0. Nancy picking up a couple of wins already.
Line's good. Curling pretty nice.
Amber had a run back opportunity for 4 in the 6th. Just missed, but ended up giving up a steal of 1. But retains the hammer here in 7.
7.
And that's going to find its way into the top of the 12-foot.
That was similar
I
to
think
what she gave it's to
pretty
this
straight
wing,
here.
and it reacted differently.
You want to throw 9-5 or 10?
Like 10?
10. It's pretty straight.
It's not one that looks very good on the stats sheet for the leads, though. She needed the guard there. Any guard is a free guard, and when it slides in, they can make a play on it.
Curl.
Can we just roll it out?
Curl. Straight. Curl. Good.
And B, C, back to A. They didn't want to leave a corner guard. They wanted to roll one way or the other, either roll out or roll into the rings.
No, good. You're good.
You can throw the guard. Whatever you're feeling, Deb.
Either is fine.
Good weight.
Yep.
Good weight.
Even though that Yellowstone's biting the 12-foot, it's essentially a corner guard. So you throw the guard in front of that, and you've now essentially got double corners. Really hard for her to double peel. You're probably not going to take the risk of trying to double peel into your own stone anyway.
Line's a little tight.
It's all about patience when you're trying to get a deuce like this. If you come into the rings too early, you leave too many chances for the other team to play doubles and get out of it.
That's good.
Deb Blazinski's final stone
That's fine.
here in the 7th.
Good.
If you wait too long, the other team changes gears and forces you to a single. So the cat and mouse is always, it's always interesting to watch, the timing of when teams decide to make a move.
Madison Kleider throwing second stones for Nancy Martin.
Well then, clean. Whoa. Off. That's pretty good. Good.
Brings it right in, catching half of the button.
4-5.
Nancy lying 3.
Yeah, it does leave Amber, though, the hit and roll behind those 2 corner guards.
should remove both stones.
Yeah, she's
Or
probably going to
the
jam.
champs.
She's not worrying about that right now. Right now, most important is to get the roll
Protect it.
behind. Yeah.
That one will be behind the 4 foot, or behind the tee line. It's not going to bother her right now.
Yeah.
Got to stay, though, and this is thin.
Catch it a little thin. And you'll lose the shooter.
9-5. 9-5.
But that gives Nancy a chance to make the corner guard go away.
Yeah.
Got it, Maddie.
Like, even if you curl up there and hit it on the nose, she's got to make a play on the guard.
Michelle Englot trailing by 3 to Jessica Mitchell, but an open draw here, Susan.
Jessica Mitchell had the same shot as Steph Schmidt last and needed a double hit and roll over. Rolls out, open draw for 3, trade field goals. We've got a tie game at 5-5.
How about that? Turning into a fun one over there on sheet 2.
Well, here's Amber using that rock that you said was a corner guard, Sean. Coming around.
And using it as a corner guard. We talk all the time about rocks sliding a little deep. This is the one scenario where you don't mind if this one comes back 8, even partly into the back 12. If you can convince Nancy Martin to try to follow you down here, this is the end you want to play. You want to play the rest of the end on the corner and then just draw to the middle for your 2 points with your last one. So the key here is to get it buried. If you have to go deep, that's fine. In fact, because it's a Yellowstone that they might run back, it might be better to be back deep.
Yeah, the more separation, the better.
Oh, they got
Makes
past
it a little more difficult.
that guard. And full 8 foot just behind the tee line.
14-7. Oh, wow.
Straight here.
15-3.
You like this turn?
Just
give it what?
To the wing.
What do you want to throw? How much do you want to throw? Pete? You got it. Big. Yep. Hard! 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 Okay.
Get 1, but will not touch the shot stone.
Yeah, I just missed it.
And now you might see a rock full 12 used as a guard.
Almost biting the 8.
Was it hot?
I don't know.
You gotta roll the hair.
I don't know.
Or you can just play the draw.
What do you like better?
10.
Personally, probably the draw, but it's kind of up to what the third wants to throw here, whatever Kim likes. I like what she likes.
The draw is probably the better result, but it's a hard shot. Now you're drawing around a rock in the 12 foot. But if you make the draw, Nancy Martin, again, not going to ignore an open stone when she's up 2, so she's going to walk over to the other side, hit the open stone, and you potentially bring 3 back into play that way. But this is the more routine shot. You're just looking for a hit with a 6-inch roll.
Yeah.
Like that.
There's a roll right onto the center, just off the center line.
And the only reason she needed to roll at all was to make sure she was second shot. And the nose hit, she might not have been second over the one at the back 12.
Nose is fine. Try to roll ya. Just a 10? 10-6?
Lindsay Birch throwing third stones for Nancy Martin. How to remove the shot stone.
9-4. Curl then. Curl.
Big. 9. 9.
Boy, if they're on the outside of this, they could jam it on their own, and that brings 3 back in.
Just misses the one in the back of the 12 foot.
We're a shot up top. Yes, we are. Okay.
Well, Nancy, can you get the time?
So Amber will replace it.
So, do you like the same weight that I threw to the middle here? Last in? Or do you need a little bit more?
I'll give you less ice there.
A touch more. Okay.
That felt big. That felt big. That felt
Running
big.
right
Get
now.
up.
Line will be fine. Okay, tee or better. Tee or better. Yeah, you gotta go. Hard.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Hard.
Well, you don't want to set up the double.
Go.
Drag it as far as you can.
That works.
Jill's is 14-7. So.
Well, and she didn't say it out loud, but that's one of those ones where, because of when she said you gotta go, you kind of know Amber was checking the stopwatch. So as soon as she clicked it on the second D line, she's looking at the number.
You
and
gotta
thinking,
go.
That's not the number I was looking for.
Well, when it comes out of the hand and it felt heavy.
That was the feedback that Kim gave the sweepers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly don't expect it to be heavier to the corners as
No.
the game goes on.
At this time, those ones seems to slide.
Get a rule. Yeah.
So skip stones here in the 7. And the first from Nancy Martin.
Just talking about a bit of a roll, I'm not sure she needs one.
Whoa.
The objective here for Nancy Martin is you're hoping with an exchange of stones that you're going to have a chance for a double with your last one. And if she knows hits here, where does Amber hit this rock and not leave a double?
And remains second shot.
Nose is probably fine. It's just play the double.
I don't know. Nose is fine.
Nose leaves a half rock double.
You have to throw that pretty brave to try to get the roll.
I'll give you 10
But you can't roll too far.
Got it.
Not
second shot.
Not broomside. Really, if you
No.
wanted to play the roll, you almost have to play the
over.
big
I was gonna say,
roll
go
all
the
the way
other way.
across, and that's
Those are
always
hard.
you risk rolling out when you're playing that.
Yeah, hard to call.
Just a hair broom side. I'll give you 10.5. Those other ones I was throwing was around
What's he looking
10s
at?
or 8. Yeah.
Busy watching the coaches watching another sheet.
I think they're just trying to look busy back there, pretending we're matching rocks on the next sheet.
Well, Skylar Ackerman's 2-0 with the hammer. Trailing Shanna Tisdale by 2, Susan.
Yes, and now has the opportunity to tie this game if she can hit and stick and count her 2 points. Nice little roll to the forefoot just to make it confirmed. 2 points, tie game after 7-5-5, but Tisdale will have the hammer in that crucial 8th end.
As I've learned, the even ends, especially late,
Exactly.
advantage Tisdale.
You're a quick study.
Yeah, paying attention.
I'm going to try to just run it there.
Perfectly behind.
Do you like a hair less, or do you like? I think that's
Well,
close.
and while that was going on, Amber
Okay.
did roll behind, leaves the double here for Nancy.
Just nose.
I like it.
Nose hit double.
What kind of weight?
Oh, firm.
She needed to roll into the 8-foot or even biting the 12-foot.
Yeah, another 2 feet, ideally, at least.
Got it, Nancy.
So the final stone for Nancy Martin. This would set up a force.
Yeah, Nancy's pretty good at these big weights.
Whoa.
She might have backed that release up a little bit. You can see it's still going away from the center line.
But she will remove them both. And so
Nicely
she'll
done.
force Amber
Yeah, that should be good. I don't think it's
into a draw for 1. Yeah, high fives after the double.
Throws a little, hey?
Okay. Two lines. Okay, so a little straighter spot, but I
That's
still
why
think
the end is
once it
never
starts
over,
to
I
curl
find.
to the center. It'll slow down.
We were talking 2 at one point. I think somebody said 3 was on the table at some point.
Suddenly you're drawing against 2 for 1.
Make a couple of shots and
Yep. And it's not that there were really any misses there
No.
either. It was just a bit of a roll here and there, and the other team makes some great doubles and
Mine's good, sweet pretty.
make the shots you need to make.
Yep.
So Amber Holland on the final stone in the 7th.
Tracking right now.
Against 2.
Sweet pretty. All you.
I'm prepared to rule out the blank at this point.
14 pour.
Oh, you're so brave.
You'll be fine. Stay with it.
And it'll slow down with a little backing just in case. So 1 on the board for Amber Holland here in 7, and we'll go to the 8th. Nancy Martin will have the hammer up 1 when we come back to Tisdale.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. I consider it an honor to be able to give back to our curling community, which has been so good to me. Thank you for supporting Auto Connection and making that possible. I would like to do even more with your help. From now until the Sandra Schmerler Foundation Telethon, Auto Connection will donate 100% of the proceeds of its VIP membership sales to the Sandra Schmerler Foundation. If you've been on the fence about trying our service center out, it's time to call us today.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
So Amber Holland retains the hammer as we play 8. Nancy Martin has the hammer as we play 8. She leads 5-4.
The first question I have, and we need to get it out quick before it's too late to decide, is does Amber Holland, are we already at throw 2 center guard territory?
Considering we're the 8th end, I kind of agree with you. Oh wait, that wasn't a question. I didn't have to agree, did I? you kind of worded it that way.
You're on record now.
Good. 59, Jill. I only have like 4 minutes and end, so not panic, but keep.
Interesting to note.
Keeping an eye on the clock.
Yep. So no need to panic, but we might want to pick it up a little.
Well, you kind of want to have a little time in your back pocket
for 9 and 10.
Just in case you're going to need it.
For sure.
A good awareness to be paying attention to it.
Well, and in the back of your mind, if you're Amber Holland, the unspoken part of that is we're down 1 without last rock playing the 8th end. We're kind of hoping there's an end or 2 here that are going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
they need some rocks in play,
yeah,
which tends to get things a little confused. So you move in the hacks because we're going to want to use some time somewhere here. If the game ends and they've still got 3 minutes left, probably not going their way now.
Line's good.
It's over. Line's good.
Line's good. Can curl a bit.
So ignoring the stone in the rings, and they are throwing the second guard.
Real nice.
Make sure that's on the center line.
Good, Jill.
And it is.
Yep.
Got to do something when I give up my sleeping.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Got a little less.
Final stone for Kristen Karwacki.
Top 12. Better pass. Better pass. Take a look.
Tight.
Yep.
Tight.
Yep.
Saying they have to go for weight.
Just biting.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, curl, Maddie.
And right on the corner.
5-9.
Yeah, but I think the one she just threw, they can see enough of it to make the double, and she doesn't have to play it yet. That's another one of those shots that it's queued up. She can play it later. For now, she's looking to come around and try to set up a steal here. She could go from either side. She looked at the out turn first, going to play the in.
Line's nice. Stay close. Line's good. Back 4. Stay close. Yeah, line. Hard line. No, line's good. Line's back good. 4. Got room. Back 8 now.
Where will this finish?
Back 4. Just like the sweeper said.
Yeah, just touching a piece of the forefoot.
Yeah.
But settles down for shot rock.
You count them up. 5 rocks have gone, and Nancy says it's time to do a little cleanup here.
5 rocks gone, 5 rocks in play.
Yep. Clean, just clean, just clean. Just clean, clean. Good, nice throw, Maddie.
And one gone, the shooter will spill out.
Be a friend, heavy. But I like the guard.
And Amber will replace it.
Yep. Probably
At least
see
once, maybe twice.
Yeah, probably see that happen a couple times.
Yeah, little line. Hit it early. Hit it early. We're halfway.
Don't hit it early.
I was just going to say she yelled it 3 times and there was no reaction from the sweepers.
Well, they were late to respond that this is already halfway, and that was Amber's response. Okay, because you can't leave them tight enough together to leave a double peel.
I really wanted you to hit that early. I'm yelling,
It wasn't-
hit it early, hit it early.
Wasn't as high as or as tight as they thought it would be either.
Well, actually,
The line is
I thought
perfect.
your hand signal meant like, whoa.
No, hit it early.
Oh. What happened?
She
said
said tight.
hit
I wanted you to hit it early.
Clean, clean.
So Maddie.
2 nice peels there by Madison Kleider.
Sorry, Jill. She said we were supposed
How's
to
that
hit it
for
early,
a
but I
skip
had to
coming
put her
in
hand
as
up,
good
like,
second?
Whoa.
Peel away.
Sorry, where are we going? Yeah. Oh, long cake.
Now we go to third stones.
Yeah, just looking at replacing that long center again.
Line's nice. Heavy, heavy. Easy. Off, off. Line's good.
Same as Jill. To your broom.
Okay. That's good. Good. Real nice, Kim.
Very nice, Kim. Yeah, are they shot back there?
Good separation. They're hard to play the double peel, but I think Nancy eyeing up, can she get to the tighter of the 2 guards? No, she's looking at the double peel. That's risky.
Yeah, that double
I think
peel's
so.
coming right back into those
I think you
yellows.
try it, catch it here, and try to get it to go that way. If it comes here, it's fine.
Yeah.
2/3. Peel.
So to carry on the thought there with Nancy, if she's fine with it coming into the 2 yellows, she's fine being forced here. She just doesn't want to give up the chance for the steal.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And
that was
what
not
she
the way
didn't
they were
want.
going to planning on coming into those yellows.
Another
though.
one of those down the alphabet.
Yeah.
It does get rid of the stagger at the top of the house, but
Straight draw.
Never mind.
left the 2 center guards as lined up as you could get them
Yeah.
with a lot of separation.
Yeah, Amber's liking what she's got going now.
Line's pretty nice. Tight.
Just top 8.
Okay, go then.
Final third stone for Kim Schneider.
Line's gonna be fine. Line's not bad. Got a bit of room. Curl if you need to go. Curl if you need to go. You need full 8. Straight, straight.
I don't think they're going to get full 8. Just biting the 12 foot.
Some 12.
16.
Yeah.
But even where it is, now you're basically talking about 3 guards. If Nancy walks up to peel the long center, which is the easiest one for her to peel, she's still got a staggered center guard that is a problem for her later on.
You got it. You got it, Liz.
She's going to make a play on shot rock for now, and I would think probably try to stick around and at least sit 2 and put a little pressure on Amber Hall and make her make a decision.
Yep.
You can play the come around, but you got to risk giving me 3 to do it.
That's right.
Curl! Curl! Hard for peace. Hard! Hard, Maddie! Okay.
They come in, will catch the shot stone, but spill the shooter out.
Seem like drawing's very easy. Okay.
So Amber looks like the hit and roll.
Finish a hair.
I heard her say that it doesn't appear that the draw is very easy, so they've been struggling a little bit with draw weight, which is, I think, maybe forcing this a little bit, and the fact that you're going to sit 2.
All right. 10.5. Roll to the 4 foot. Yeah.
So skip stones here in 8, and the first from Amber Holland.
Clean. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Sounding pretty close.
Yes. Yes. Hard Jill.
A hit.
Hard Jill. Whoa.
And a piece of the button behind coverage.
Very nice.
So Amber Holland good with her first. Yes, you did.
Weird. I actually thought I threw that okay. Yeah.
Well done.
I'm surprised it curled then.
This is a reluctant draw that Nancy Martin is throwing here. She spent a lot of time before she put the broom down because they're looking for anything else. This is not a shot she wants to be playing. This is one where
I'm going to give you top 4 sweep.
you're almost playing here to give up a steal of one,
Right.
and you're only on your first stone.
Yep.
If you don't position this one well, and Amber makes the draw,
Now you're in big
it's
trouble.
hard to not give up a steal of 2.
Yep.
You got it.
And in 8, wouldn't that really change the outlook for the final 2 ends?
Maddie, don't kill the line. Top 4.
Nancy Martin's first here in the 8th. She has the hammer.
Top 4.
You're trying to drag this
Doing a great job with the sweeping.
Yeah, it's going to come up light though.
into full 8 foot.
Now Amber comes around.
Well, you either guard the draw path and try to secure your steal of 1.
I was thinking you come around and sit right on top on the other side with
If
your
you can
intern.
freeze to your own,
Yeah.
you're probably stealing 2. The problem is if you ever leave your shooter exposed when you try that, you're giving
For
up
sure.
2.
But when you're down 1, you might have to take the chance a little bit.
Let's discard this one.
An update. We'll head over and check in. Rocks in play, lots of them again. Susan?
Yes, lots of red rocks in the house here for.
Pretty good.
Sorry, pardon me. Janet Tisdale throwing her yellow rock here, attempting to blow up some rocks in here. Needs to red onto yellow.
Oh, and there There were 2 reds at the back of the forefoot.
Yes.
She needed to double them.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay, line's good.
really
Line's
big
good
hit
for
weight
my
there,
group.
just about worked out for her.
Yep. That'll be clean. Okay, easy, over and off. Over and off.
So steal of 1 for Skylar Ackerman, who takes a 6-5 lead. So bring you back to our featured sheet.
Take off.
Amber
take off,
trying to
Yep, take off.
block the path, but over curled a little bit.
And no, looks like she
okay.
did.
But it probably takes away enough
Yeah.
anyway.
Good news now for Nancy is it's only against 1, so she can play this now with a bit of weight, hoping to actually even get 2 points here.
Back line.
Close.
My first thought was like
Close.
back
I
four,
just
back
don't know
eight.
what the, like, to
I think
throw
that's
back.
still the right ice, though.
So if she can hit it and stick around for 2.
Yeah. Interesting to note.
It's going to be tough to get to. It's one of those with the weight that she's got to throw to move it,
Hard to
where
keep
she
the
can see.
shooter.
Well, you're probably not getting the redstone all the way out, and because the redstone's going through and you're going towards the edge of the rings with your shooter, you're probably rolling farther than the one you're pushing.
Yeah.
But she only needs to push it, what would you say, maybe 3 feet to get shot rock with the one she threw on her first stone.
Final stone in the 8th. Nancy Martin.
Interesting to note, too, both teams are going to be under 6 minutes with 2 ends to play, so they're going to have to pick it up, both
Remember, it
teams.
said about 4 minutes an end.
Yeah, and they're down to about 3 minutes an end.
They're on it.
Got to get, oh!
And they'll just nudge off the guard, so
They will
it'll
yell
be
at
a
curl.
steal of 1 for Amber Holland here in the 8th. And we go to 9. Nancy Martin will retain the hammer. But we're tied at 5 here in our featured game of the afternoon draw. And the Viterra Scotties continue here in Tisdale.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. Have you heard about our unique VIP program? It's only $49 a year and gives you amazing discounts for all the vehicles in your household. 20% off labor, 10% off parts, 25% off tires, free windshield stone chip repairs, and much more. Complimentary vehicle washes and shuttle service, SGI accredited for auto glass, and some of the best auto detailing in Canada, making automotive easy, affordable, and honest for you at Saskatoon Auto Connection.
We know farming isn't an 8-to-5 business. That's why we want to give you the tools to do business anywhere, anytime. With My Viterra, you have a powerful tool at your fingertips to stay connected no matter where you are. Create online contracts, receive customized alerts, view your account information, and access grain prices in real time. Talk to your rep today and find out more about how you can harness the power of My Viterra, keeping you connected in real time. This is My Viterra.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Tell them Boston Pizza's for dinner. From appies and salads to burgers, pasta, and pizza, all delivered to your door. Boston Pizza. Gather round.
Viterra's world-leading, fully integrated agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply sustainable, traceable, and quality-controlled agricultural products. We'd like to recognize Viterra's ongoing support to curling in Saskatchewan through funding youth and school clinics, as well as other programs, and of course, the Women's Provincial Championship. Thank you, Viterra, for everything you've done and continue to do for curling in Saskatchewan.
Some great shots and past champions, the Viterra Scotties, great tradition. And happy to be back in Tisdale after a 10-year absence. Stephanie Lawton, the last winner here in Tisdale 10 years ago. And back here once again for the 2024 Viterra Scotties in our afternoon draw. Nancy Martin and Amber Holland back and forth they go. Nancy's only been able to put up 5 singles.
Yeah.
Only the one multi-point end. That was the 3 from Amber Holland back in the 4th. Sitting tied at 5 here in the 9th.
Room right now, room!
Oh, if you're
Whoa! Room!
See, it's close.
Amber with that steal of
No! Off!
1 in the 8th.
You gotta go back! Go back, go back, go back, Maddie! Go back!
Just tee top.
You gotta curl it. You gotta curl it. You gotta curl it. Curl, curl!
Yeah, that's once it's behind the tee line, there's no point stop until it's back 8.
Yeah, you might as well go way back.
I'm a little surprised that Amber's coming down to it when it's behind the tee. I thought she might throw the second guard. The thought process now changes again in the ninth. We're tied up playing 9. So for Amber Holland, she wants somebody to score here. She'll take a single point either way.
But a single.
Well, hey, if she could steal 3, she'll take that too. But
what she doesn't want is a blank end.
And it's no different than any other end. You don't want to give up 2, so you got to be careful about. I've said it on the air many times before. You got to be careful that you don't try so hard to force them that you force them to 3.
Yeah. But it's back down to you're not scared of being down 1 coming home with the hammer.
No,
at all.
Absolutely not.
Good see, Jill. Top 4.
I'm just going to quickly own my mistake. I was wrong on the score clock. I was watching the wrong sheet. We have plenty of time here. We have 9 minutes and 8 minutes for both teams, so they're all good. Just clear the air.
Okay, we're not going to leave you in charge of that job anymore.
That's right. Brutal at it.
That was on sheet 2. But they'll be okay. They're into skip stones over there. Nancy trying to tuck this in behind top 4.
Curl it, Maddie! Curl, Maddie! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Get it hard! Hard!
Trying to tuck it in behind. Can they get it over there? It's into top 4. Sticking out a little bit.
I think that's right to it for now.
But depending on where Amber can have this one finish up, kind of setting up okay for her.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 reds, she kind of knows that Nancy Martin's going to start hitting on the next one.
Pretty good.
So you got to position this stone well. There's already a double there.
You got room.
You're not going to have as many rocks to work with for the rest of this end.
Yeah, you're never to it. Okay, well, we're back 8. Clean. Low, Kim. Low.
Well, we're really deep. We're going back 12.
That's always a tough one, is the skip.
You're scanning for options.
Yeah.
At that point.
And you're not finding any.
Searching the airwaves.
Any way you can make it slow down.
Yeah. Oh, time for a little team discussion here.
Come here.
Nancy bringing everybody down.
Yep.
We could double these, right? We could double the front. But the blank is probably not alive right now with that one in the back, right? So we're sitting good. So, but these are trouble. So, I mean, because she has this. So do we take this side away right now and go top 8 on this side?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Like right here? You can be anywhere in here, Maddie.
Sure.
You like that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, let's make it.
Yeah.
So they're looking at just coming down right here.
It's an aggressive call.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
They want to sit top 8 and protect the, you want to call it a little pocket or protect the button?
Well, yeah, they're taking away the draw to the shot stone, but I mean, you could still double peel the guards, and she doesn't have that as an option, really. Or, I mean, she could play it, but she's not buried.
And I'm just thinking there's so many rocks left to play in this end. We're still on second stones.
Whoa, running.
I think if you turned around and asked Amber Holland, what would you like us to play? This is what she'd tell you. Yeah. Any kind of draw.
Yeah, keep it all in play.
Well, they've got to hurry. This is going to end up coming all the way down
Nice shot.
and sitting right in what they were maybe trying to protect. And no hesitation from Amber.
Well, she's just looking to see what they can see right now.
Yeah.
I think you're playing it.
It looks like they
The
left
other
the double.
option is there.
It probably doesn't get the stone at the back of the 4 foot, but the one behind the tee line isn't bothering her. It's also looking at, she could follow that down, you freeze right to the face of it, and how do you ever score 2? But if you clean up the 2 rocks on the front of the 4 foot, steal's not out of the question yet either.
There, you're good.
Again, another one where I had to look down. It feels like we're further along in the end than we are.
That's right. Count
Still
up all
on
those little dots.
second shots here.
Yeah.
And Jill Springer with her final stone.
Whoa! Okay.
So that's not what they drew up.
No.
Yeah,
Not ideal.
Don't they have a run? They have a run.
She has the run though. Is that okay if we leave that?
That run?
It looks, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Nancy doesn't care.
Okay. Sorry. Just top 8.
Yep.
That's the definition. Not worried about that one.
Same ice.
Okay, because I'm going to throw less weight, so.
Yeah, that was top button.
Yes. Okay, a little bit less.
Top 8. Okay, room.
Madison Kleider's final stone here in the 9th end.
Too much room.
It's
Clean.
on.
Top 8. Clean. Top 8. Clean. Whoa. Top 4. Okay, curl then.
No.
It's like this looks heavy. This looks heavy.
It's going to rub off.
Okay.
And just sit there, touching a piece of the button on the tee line.
Yeah,
I think 4-9.
that's not a good shot though at all.
Not at all. Now there's quite a wall here, so.
What you talked about last end, welding down to that one on the button, the shot stone. Now you got to pocket a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, I guess the upside for Nancy Martin is she's still looking good to score, but it's going to be hard to score any more than one. If you, we're just starting thirds, or this is the first third stone.
Yeah.
And it's already just about impossible to get to 2. There's just too many rocks.
Well, she puts it down there. It's 1, 2, 3 shots just to get rid of it.
Yeah, and how many of your own are you going to lose?
You don't have that many stones left.
Yeah.
Becky.
Room then. Curl. 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 Hard, Jill.
Gotta curl around,
That's fine, Kim.
and it'll sit right there. Her second shot,
13 and a half.
little separated, but
Yeah, she needed to get more curl and get more onto the face of that shot stone.
Kind of like this now.
now you
Are
can
you
use your
seeing
own
this?
to remove that red rock.
You know, you could almost
Get all
be
3
sick
red.
and roll into the
Make
corner and say
contact
5.
on this guy.
Might lose the shooter actually. to
Yeah,
make
your
it, but
shooter's going to go because you're going to hit this one on the outside, so your shooter goes that way. This one goes across the top, goes that way, and then boom, boom,
Those
boom,
go back.
and that one goes out. Yeah.
Yeah, like play it to try to catch here, but not cute to here, right? Go this way. Yeah.
Could we ever just, like, come to
This
the
is-
inside and tap this out a
But if we
the only
make
danger to
this-
that, and that's what Nancy's just talking
When
about,
it comes on this
if we
side.
drive it a little too much across the face of the one that was just thrown,
Then it's just
catch
gonna
it
stay.
thin,
know.
you'll jam it onto shot
This'll come
rock
off
and
here.
it stays there.
Okay.
I think so. We're sit 4
Have to be
potentially.
really unfortunate to hit it that thin and not
What do
get
you
some
like, Kristen?
action
Just
with
try to tap
the
this?
angle you're coming in at.
I was wondering if we could. I don't think you can get to the
well.
inside.
I think we got to
If
play
you
this
like
now.
that, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm seeing this 3/4 high, 2/3 high. Okay. Peel.
There's probably a way, even if you hit it just off the nose, come back, catch the red, and I think it would go between the 2 yellows. You could just make the double.
Take your time.
Yep. Yes.
Third stone for Lindsay Birch, and they're on it right away.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Now
Still
off.
backing off that center line though.
Atta girl.
1, 2, 3.
Woo.
They're all gone. Great shot from Lindsay Birch.
This might not have went out. I kind of stopped it as it.
Behind you, Nancy.
Sorry.
No, it's Amber, did you see if this one touched?
didn't. You didn't. But yeah, you're one job. That's fine.
Atta girl, Linz. Great
Very
shot.
nice shot.
You can
Just
get
like
the
they
three.
drew it up. Just like we drew it up.
Hair low.
So now what does Amber have with all those red stones removed?
Now we're going to change the game plan.
She said she thought they could get 3. Now, I don't think she's meaning the one at the back of the forefoote. I think she means if you get the double, the stone on the corner of the button is going to catch that one at the back 12.
Whoa.
And you'll actually stay in front of the stone that'll be left in the rings. So it's not a horrible situation. Tough to get a force out of this, though.
It's all on its own. 1, 2.
Nice shot.
At the one at the back. So we'll leave 2.
Sitting
But her stone's in front of them.
Yeah. Pretty good leave.
Now they're looking at it. A great shot from Lindsay Birch.
Yeah, because we tapped it.
Yeah,
too.
half.
I just
Just
back
half.
because I knew you're probably like. There's not much point in fooling around with just to there.
Do we ever just rip it?
So I think the call here is they're trying to hit about 3/4 and clip one of their own on the way by. Because if you just peel it out, and that was the question, do we ever just rip it? But if you just peel it out,
Man down, man up.
malfunction from the former skip juniors.
Beauty. Atta girl.
Two great shots here this end by Lindsay.
Atta girl. Yeah, probably.
There's not really a great, like the double I'm rolling out, that double I'm rolling out.
Yeah.
That's a real thin double, and I'm not really getting.
Make her make something.
Okay, 10.5.
Okay, gotta do it.
So into skip stones, and Amber looking for a little hit and sit on top of that shot stone.
Yeah, Amber just kind of. Oh, I think we're going to look at Maddie's little fall. There we go. Oh, it's funny in slow motion because you know she's not hurt.
This is how the producer makes friends with curlers.
I'm always
showing replays of them falling down.
Because she's okay and got right back up and
I know.
swept the stone.
Isn't that awesome?
Like
It's great to be young.
I'm feeling the elbows hitting that ice, and well done to get back up and still continue on, make the play.
Before that
Easy.
funny rewind, what I was going to say is that Amber had gone through them all saying there's not any great doubles here. And there's not a lot for her other than this hit and roll. And you don't make this hit and roll perfectly, you're probably giving up 3 too.
Hit, and she will roll a little
Yeah,
too far across.
Yeah, I thought she would look at the draw. You're drawing against the loss, but you're kind of there already this end.
Leave her double, but I think that like here's good.
You're just like, whoop. I didn't even make a sound.
I think they're still laughing over Maddie's fall.
We can be back to it. Okay. But I don't want to throw like aggressively, heavy back to it.
Yeah, I think
14.9.
It's always fun when there's the Jumbotron and then you put it up and they get to look at it and see,
And they all
see
watch.
it themselves and they all watch.
Even up here.
Yeah, okay. You got it, Nance.
Can even be just biting 8 up here, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not sure you want to be back to that because, again, Amber's almost committed here by the fact that she's going to have to give away more points than she'd like to. So maybe you're stuck playing a freeze on the back one. Well, if you come to the back redstone, you put it in a spot where Amber might be able to freeze on the corner of that yellow, and now you can't get it out because it doesn't go by the stone you're about to throw. So somewhere up a little higher might be better. If you can talk her into trying a double, let her have that all day. She makes the double, you've got a shot for 2. And doubles are never automatic. We've seen that more than once already through 3 draws.
Trying to drag this all the way down now.
I got it.
And get right to that red stone.
Good. Really nice.
That's a good spot
I
there.
was just going to say, that's pretty good though. Those are dead even. There's
if she makes if she made the freeze, you could never jam that onto the yellow.
Yeah.
I guess it's only the 2.
So now a hit and roll and hope that you can force them to 2.
Hold them to 2.
Hold them to 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you need a rollout even to get that. I'm surprised she's not hitting the one higher up in the rings on the 12-foot and try to roll in front of Shot Rock.
Yeah. If you're going to make a 4-foot roll anyway. Yeah.
This is tough, and there's nowhere you can roll off this rock where she's not going to have a shot for 3.
Yep.
One. And she'll sit right on there.
She is shot. Or, sorry, second shot.
Second shot.
Yep.
But, I mean, the shot's there for 3 if Nancy wants to play it, and if she doesn't, she's still got a pretty safe shot for 2.
Yep.
Hack. Hack. Hack, high side.
Yeah, I love that.
I think they're looking at the 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, just throwing hack weight,
I
hitting
feel
the high
really
side of their own stone here.
Not sure this is the way I'd play the shot for 3, but
They're just coming this way.
I don't know that I ever want to
But
hit my own shot rock in this situation.
You're talking, Sean, you would have come
Heavy
this
draw,
way and just
yeah.
play a heavy draw, bump it 6 inches or whatever
and
it is.
if you don't have the
And if
line, you just don't sweep it and stop short and get
and
your 2.
you get your 2. Yeah.
Well, final stone here in 9. A chance at 3 for Nancy Martin.
Whoa, whoa, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. Whoa, curl. Hard, Kristen, hard, Kristen. Curl. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Where will it finish? Their own, and they will settle for 2. Still worked out. Nancy Martin putting 2 on the board and takes a 7-5 lead into the 10th end. As we'll come back to finish up our featured game, the 10th end on the way, the 2024 Viterra Scotties in Tisdale.
Okay, we're a little tight.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never back down, full of heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
To be a successful farmer, you have to love what you do. Our farm is very much a family-run farm. It takes a lot more to run a family and run a dairy farm. But that means that we call upon grandmas and grandpas to help look after the kids. We spend a lot of time with our family, and we love it that way. We get up every morning, going out to the barn, knowing that we do this because it's a passion. I can't really describe it any other way.
We're coming up live to sheet 2. Michelle Englot trailing here 6-5 in the 10th. Final stone is on the way.
That's right. They need this single point from Stephanie Schmidt to try to stay alive here and go to the extra end.
Against one, trying to tap this forward. Will it hang on? And no, it'll slide just past. So Michelle Englot will fall to 0-2. A rink out of the Highland Curling Club. Jessica Mitchell of the Nutana Club goes to 2-0. And the faithful here like that. Also have, call it a final on sheet 1, as Sherry Anderson has picked up her first win now, is even at 1-1 after a win over Shirley Orsted. Oh, and there's your handshakes over on sheet 4. A win for Skylar Ackerman. And what a start for her at 3-0.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting the win over Jana Tisdale out of the Highland Club, who falls to 0-2. So all that's left is our featured game here in the 10th end.
Our curler's starting to feel lonely out there all of a sudden. Everybody's leaving.
Amber Holland with the hammer, trailing by 2 after giving up a pair in the 9th.
On shorter biting. Just a 3. Good. 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 Real nice. Yeah, they're giving them grace time on their clock, big time. Yeah. Room!
Yeah, the Martin team a little tight for time. They played it. The complicated end last end. They played a bit of a slow end, so now down to sits right now a minute 49. And heard the comment. Of course, the officials are told we're not trying to have somebody run out of time, so they're not necessarily starting them right away. They're giving them the benefit of the doubt on making sure that the Holland team clears the house.
Probably just do it. Sure. Yeah, just do it.
You like the corner?
That's fine.
No shortage of time for Amber. She's got over 5 minutes to play the end, but you see the 149 at the top of your screen, top left of the screen. That's what's left for Nancy Martin, so possibly a factor here in the 10th end.
Yeah, minute 49, and they do have a timeout left as well. I think I see the 1 there.
Back 8.
The lead stone
Back 4.
for Deb Lazinski.
It might dig in on this side. Clean. Clean. Yep. We're back 4. Clean.
Apologies, that was Jill Springer of the second stones.
Yep. Hard.
Where will that sit down? It'll touch the button for shot rock, but
14 and a half.
I think it
out there in
touched
the
the
open.
rock at the top of the 4 foot too.
Yeah.
That was a late plan B. Amber thinking they could come around it and tuck a piece even if they were back 4, rather than rub that coming by and pop out into the open.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yes. Yes. Clean. 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 Whoa. Clean.
Yeah, roll away. Oh no, you're good. Okay.
They'll hit, roll out into the 8 foot.
Atta girl, Maddie.
Nice shot by Maddie.
Okay, we're okay for time, so just go easy, Lynn.
In other words, you don't need to rush it quite so much. Maddie saved them a fair bit of time there by,
What do you see,
she was
Ed?
in the hack throwing before the other team was almost out of the house. So they're good. They picked it up.
Yeah.
Minute 30.
If the skip's going to call her own shot, that takes a little bit of time, and they don't have 2 timeouts left. They've only got 1.
Well, Nancy's coming down to talk about it already.
The other option is just to play
they'll
that.
discuss the strategy as much as they can on the other team's
Take
clock.
that one in. Probably into it is better.
You got options, even off that.
9. 9.
You got it, Jill. 9, Jill.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Was hoping to
That's
move
fine.
something in the rings and passes them between all the yellows.
Unfortunate result. And then where you need multiple points.
Well, Rocks in play are your friend at this point in time in the end yet anyway, but yeah, it would have been nice to get one of them out of there. You're going to have to deal with them all sooner or later if you're going to use the corner guard.
that's fine. Good.
4 yellow stones now in the house. Amber needing to find a way to get to here somehow. And
9.5? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not hard to get a double here. There's almost a chance for a triple, but might be more important. You just hit this first one on the nose. You'll double the 2 behind it, but your shooter stays in front of the yellow stone as well. And if you happen to hit it a little bit broom side, you can roll behind the corners and you're still likely getting a double on the top 2. You might stuff the back one.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Whoa, that's good. That's fine, Kim. That works too.
it's 1. Out the back.
And you stayed in front of the yellow.
Okay, tight.
So Nancy Martin still lying 2, but they're playing fast.
Wait's better. 2.
Clean. Yep. Little early. Get over, curl.
Tight 3. Tight. Might be biting.
Hold it. Hold
Might
it.
be biting.
Hold it as long as you can. Kate, whoa.
She was playing
whoa,
fast.
Whoa, whoa.
Just tight.
Can be okay. You're not overthinking things.
Well, you know, they're 2 up, so a lot of the decisions are pretty clear cut for them. If they had to give up 2, they're okay with that. They'll have the last rock in the extra end.
You can see. Okay.
So their calls are going to be a little bit more defensive.
What else do you see?
That guard over curled.
Yeah. You can probably, at this point, you can probably just play the split too. Sure? But I might have that later. Ah.
Just had you tight.
Yeah,
on
just.
both. Yeah. Yeah. Got away with it on the first one.
Just do back line. Okay. Hit as much as you can see. Okay.
Just looking red onto yellow, not looking really to remove the yellow. It's more a case of move the yellow back. The redstone that you're promoting is going to come off the side of that yellow in behind the wall on the corner. So
that's your second point.
That's your second point. Your shooter will roll open. You presume that Nancy Martin's not going to want to give you a chance for 3, so she's going to make a play on that stone.
Back whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not to it. Stay close. Clean. Yep, for the split. Yep, for the split. Yep.
Kind of in between.
It's going to be a little thinner on the first stone than they would have liked. No.
That's fine.
That's okay too. Kind of right in between.
Geez, when she said they were playing for the split, that was the plan B. It was one of the things they discussed. I thought she was going to be hitting it thinner than that. That was pretty good.
Right in between. Yeah.
Yeah, I also was expecting it to come with a little more pace too, but.
Well, they were looking for more weight, but, you know, we're only in draw 3. We haven't had a lot of chance to see these late-in situations. We saw a couple last night, and drawing to the middle in the last end, last couple of ends, it's going to need just a few feet more weight on it.
Yeah.
They'll take their timeout here, their final timeout. So the clock's left at 1:17 for Team Martin.
Either before or back. Maybe behind because the double peel would be there kind of thing. Maybe not even that tight, maybe a little.
I think higher. I just don't want her to run it into her, right? Yeah.
Probably going to try a draw and then
okay,
Coach Jerry Adam.
You think here, Jer?
And the shot they need to be worried about, they can't do anything about it now. They got to take the middle away, but at the end, we're looking at possibly that. Whoops.
Yep.
We get that overhead back.
You like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can finish it here too.
Okay.
Like we can be on the other side.
What Amber could have left at the end is to drive this stone onto this one and double these 2 out of the back, and it's for 3. Now, it's not a shot you want to play, but if it's all you got left with your last one,
it's better to have the shot available.
It's there. Like, the angle will work.
Skip stones here, Nancy Martin.
Tight.
Tight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tight.
Whoa.
2.5.
Tight.
3.
Whoa.
2.5. Speed's
Where?
okay.
Tight. We're
Whoa.
really tight.
Whoa. Are you to it or not?
3.
We're really tight.
Stay high if you're to it. You got to stay high if you're to it. Okay, curl low then. Curl low, low, low. Hard, hard, hard.
And what Nancy is talking about, she doesn't want to line up the yellow-red onto the shot stone, and
it's kind of almost there.
Yeah, I think she did. Well,
it seemed like there was a little lack of the communication.
You got to get just a hair across the face on the yellow, but I think she can see all of the yellow plus maybe a bit of air.
No, I was thinking
So you're
10,
yellow
maybe
onto red.
10 and a half, Kim. So if
Just
anything,
coming
yeah,
down
you can
here,
almost,
yellow
like,
onto
nose
red,
bounces it
and
out.
you
You
try to
almost wanna
stick
get
that
there
one right
low,
there.
right? I like 10 and a half.
It'll be behind cover. You'll be sitting
1, maybe 2.
Yeah, it's hard to say who's got second shot right now.
It really is. It kind of appears to looks like it's amber.
Here's what really matters about that too. The red stone at the 8-foot is buried. The yellow stone at the back of the 8-foot is wide open. So if you had to hit it for 3, Nancy Martin's not going to protect that guard or that rock with a guard. So she's going to have to. She could have a hard time finding a shot for her last one. And she's not going to have a lot of time to talk about it.
1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock,
Plus
including your shooting time.
Yeah, she's got it. Well, it's just to the tee line, but she's got to get down to the other end and get into the hacks. So.
Amber Holland's first here in the 10th, down by 2. Now they're on it. Oh, this might be good.
This is close.
1, 2, and the tap back to lie 1, maybe 2. Great shot from Amber Holland here in 10.
Probably spilled open enough that Nancy's got some kind of run available. I don't know if she can see enough of it to make the double, but as long as she kills one red one.
The yellow right into the little pocket of the 2 reds.
Yeah, but look at where the red is. I don't think she can drive it into the pocket. Another look at this.
A little tighter. I'm at a little bit more weight.
The double run back from Amber Holland. You knew when they were calling off and on that it was close, and it's all about the line. You can see in that lineup there, they're not quite dead lined up, so she had to come just that little bit across the face to bring the red back on the angle, and you can see where those stones ended up. Nancy Martin can't hit the yellow one quite on the nose, so she can drive it on the one that's either second or third shot. I just don't know if she can be thin enough to play this as a run double. As long as she kills one of them, she knows she's got no worse than an extra end.
Final stone from Nancy Martin here in the 10th end.
Got to get by the
red on it. She's got 1, and did she get the other one enough? Can she get it out? And where did it finish? Is it second shot? It looks like it is.
Still pretty good, yeah. It's good.
But that yellow stone is fairly buried in the top of the 8.
Well, but it just makes a difference here. Do you need the single or the double?
The yellow red? Yeah. Yeah,
I think the
guess
red
so.
at the back is second
You
shot.
gotta get to there. Yep.
Thank you, sweepers.
So I'm hitting there. It's pretty thin. But yeah, I guess that's all we got, really.
Okay.
Another look at this shot from Nancy Martin.
You're hitting there?
Yeah.
Just past that high red rock.
Yeah, and it was always going to jam if she was making contact with the second one. Lindsay Birch ready with the brush to take it as far back as she can with the action. And I think they've decided, and I agree, I think their second shot at the back. So they're playing yellow onto red, onto the yellow in the 8-foot.
For an extra end.
For an extra end. And even at that, they got to make sure they pass it by their own stone at the back of the 12-foot too.
A final stone from Amber Holland. Trying to match Nancy Martin with 2 wins, but she'll need to get to it to get to an extra end to extend this.
Whoa, needs a curl. Curl. Hard Jill. Hard Jill. Little thin.
And little too thin. Little spill in and leave 2 for Nancy Martin. So that'll do it here in 10. Nancy Martin, 3 wins. Joins Skylar Ackerman as the only 2 teams in the competition with 3 wins.
The numbers 1 and 2 seeds coming into the competition are the 2 teams that are 3-0.
How about that? And Amber Holland falls to 1-1.
Maybe the seeding was accurate.
They did a pretty good job.
You know, strong game. It really wasn't a poorly played game by either team. There were a couple of key misses for the Holland team, but other than that, they didn't play horribly bad. And had a couple of bad breaks go against them. Nancy Martin didn't miss.
Yeah, she didn't miss, and she's downstairs. You can see right now with Kim Hodson. Kim?
You betcha. Holy cow, Nancy, that was a wild and woolly one. Any comments?
Wow, what a lot of great shots back and forth. It was a fun game to play.
It was a fun game to watch. I mean, it looked like you guys were in control, and then you gave up 3, and then it was going back and forth, and then there was the time clock as well, which made it fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the 3 ball, it's going to happen. It's a slippery sport, as we all know, but hung in there. The girls stayed with me and pulled her out. So.
Okay, so you're 3-0. You get a break tonight, so you got to be happy about being 3-0 and your break. Where do you go from here?
I'm going to go home and watch A Star Is Born with the girls, and we're going to relax tonight. So.
Well, that sounds good. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question you probably don't want me to ask.
Yes.
3-0.
Yes.
Just starting to be reminiscent of last year. At what point do you think about the final loss? Or if you're looking at me like that, you don't. Or a few other final losses. Do they start to add up? Do they start to play in your mind at any point, or are they just gone?
A wise woman named Sherry Anderson once told me, you can't win that final if you're not in it. So let's get in it again, see what happens.
Sounds pretty good. I think that's great advice. Thanks, Nancy. Good luck.
Thank you, Kim.
That is great advice, and we'll enjoy the night off. Nancy, you've earned it. Amber Holland gets the night off as well. Comes back tomorrow morning. So
I'm disappointed to hear she's not planning on watching us, though.
Star is Born? That's not you and I?
Well, maybe. Maybe it's you.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll go to the 7:30 draw tonight. It's available all across SaskTel Max TV subscribers across the province. We'll talk to you then. The teams with 2 losses are in bad need of a win tonight. And so we'll see you 7:30 tonight. These are the games today. Big win for Sherry Anderson, picking up a win here this afternoon. And Nancy Martin, a win. Jessica Mitchell over Michelle Englot, and Skylar Ackerman, a win as well this afternoon. Okay, until tonight, we will bid you adieu and join you at 7:30 across the television network. For our entire crew, Darren DuPont saying good afternoon and so long from Tisdale.